build framework. So you're going to be learning, number one, how to solidify yung business foundations nyo, how to craft your signature brand and portfolio, how to attract your dream clients online, how to launch strategic websites, how to elevate your client experience, and how to dominate with systems and scale. So I'm so excited to teach you this. This is the exact framework that has helped over 400 plus of my students build premium design businesses. And you're going to be learning that tonight. So again, guys, please type excited if you guys are excited to learn all about this. Excited? All right. Ay, may nabasa ako, graduating daw. Wow. Thank you for being here. Okay, a lot of you guys are excited, so I'm now going to get started. So, I want to ask, how many of you here gustong matuto kung paano simulan yung online design business ng tama? Yung hindi mo na kailangan manghula, paano ba mag-start, anong niche, ano yung offer. Type me kung ikaw to, gusto mong matuto kung paano simulan yung online design business mo. Type me if that is you. If you answered me, then you're gonna love phase 1, which is solidify your design business foundations, because dito, matututunan mo paano mo sisimulan yung design business mo ng tama. Okay? How many of you here naman gusto nang gumawa ng solid personal brand para sa business mo? And gusto na rin gumawa ng portfolio na makaka-attract ng dream clients kahit wala ka pang actual client kasi beginner ka pa lang. Type me kung ikaw naman to. Gusto mo nang gumawa ng solid personal brand for your business. Type me if that is you. If you typed me, then you're gonna be loving phase 2, which is craft your signature brand and portfolio. And how many of you here, I know maraming may gusto nito, so type in the chat box if this is you. How many of you here gusto mong matuto kung paano makapag-close ng high-paying clients online? All 706 of you, I know gusto niyo to, so type me in the chat if that is you. Marami bang may gusto matuto kung paano maka-close ang high-paying clients? If you want to close high-paying clients, then you're gonna be loving phase 3, which is how to attract dream clients online. And how many of you guys here gustong matuto kung paano gumawa ng website kahit wala ka pang coding experience? Can you type me in the chat box? If ikaw to, gusto mong matuto kung paano gumawa ng website kahit wala kang coding experience, hindi ka IT graduate, wala kang background in design, type me if you want to learn this. You know, same lang tayo. Wala din akong coding experience. And you're gonna be loving phase 4, which is launch strategic websites. And how many of you here gustong matutunan kung paano i-deliver yung branding and web design projects nyo excellently? Yung tipong matutuwa yung client mo, babalik siya sa'yo at ire-refer ka pa sa mga iba niyang friends. Can you type me if that is you? Is that you? If that is you, then you're gonna love phase 5, which is all about elevating your client experience. And lastly, sino dito gustong matutunan how to use AI? I know AI is it's very relevant right now. I know maraming nagpunta sa inyo dito because of this. You want to learn how to use AI to scale your design business to 6 figures. Type me if gusto mong matutunan ito, how to use AI. Marami, all right. So you will learn that in the last phase, which is to dominate with systems and scale. I'm very excited to teach you all of this. Now, let me introduce you to someone na in-apply yung lahat ng pinakita ko sa inyo. I want to introduce you to someone who applied everything I just showed you, yung exact framework na to. So I want you to meet Shane. This is Shane. Before joining TSFDA, si Shane is already an SEO specialist and a copywriter. May mga SEO specialists ba tayo dito and mga copywriter? Can you type SEO if you're an SEO specialist and a copywriter if you're a copywriter so that I know? Si Christopher, SEO. Si Ed, SEO. Karen, copywriter. Okay, I'm seeing some SEO specialists here. Perfect. Because this is going to be really a great skill that you could learn. So before, Shane felt like something was missing. She wanted more fulfillment, she wanted more income, and a more creative work. So in short, si Shane, she is looking to upskill. And that's when she joined TSFDA. Nag-enroll siya sa one-on-one mentorship program ko at doon talaga nagsimula yung shift sa career niya. Isa sa mga biggest challenges ni Shane, she's struggling with client calls. So here's what we did. When I worked with Shane, nag-practice kami ng client calls. So nag-simulate kami ng client call, guys. And she presented her process to me. I gave her feedback and we refined it until naging confident na si Shane. And aside from that, tinuruan ko din si Shane kung paano i-build yung portfolio niya using the exact strategy na tinuturo ko sa phase 2 na diniscuss ko sa inyo kanina, craft your signature brand and portfolio. So ayan, makikita nyo, she has already started crafting her brand, her portfolio. And today, by applying everything that I taught Shane and by following the framework that I showed you a while ago, Shane has now earned over 1 million in gross income from her web design and SEO services alone. In fact, ito yung message niya. Coach, I just finished settling my finances for 2024. I reached my first million in gross income pala last month solely on web design and SEO. And how many of you here, just like Shane, gusto nyo rin ma-achieve to? Can you type me in the chat kung gusto nyo rin ma-achieve ang first million nyo with web design and SEO? Alright, ang daming gustong maka-achieve ng first million. Let me tell you, that is absolutely possible. I want to also, ito din, it's not just that, guys, because Shane wasn't just able to hit her first million using web because of her web design services. What's even more powerful is that her uncle needed heart surgery, pero dahil sa income niya from freelancing, she was actually able to pay for her uncle's heart surgery. And this is what she said, guys. I was able to shell out a six-figure amount without affecting my budget. And it's all because of the client getting system that you teach inside TSFDA. All because, guys, she followed the framework that I showed you a while ago. So you see, yung yung income that she's generating from her services as a web designer, she's not just keeping it to herself. So nagiging ripple effect siya because she gets to help the people that she loves. And I think yun naman yung goal natin, halos lahat tayo dito, di ba? We want to earn more because we want to provide more for our family. And now she's booked out, she's confident, and now she's one of our TSFDA group experts guiding others on the same path. So you will see her sa Premium Brand and Web Designers speech group natin. She's commenting there, she's guiding you, especially mga beginners who are starting branding and web design. She's now one of our group experts. And I also want to introduce you to Sheila. Sheila, before joining TSFDA, designer na siya. So marunong na si Sheila, she already had some clients, and she could close deals on her own already. Pero kahit may skills at experience na si Sheila, something was still missing. Wala pang solid system si Sheila sa pag-close ng clients. And wala pa rin siyang clear structure sa business niya. When she followed the TSFDA framework, the same framework na pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, everything started to make sense. Sheila refined her systems, she learned how to position her offers, and she applied our client closing strategies. And guess what? In just 1 month of enrolling and applying the strategies that guys, can you please mute yourselves so that there would be no interruptions? Para smooth lang ang ating webinar. All right, thank you so much. Now, si Sheila, in just 1 month, she was able to close a 200,000 peso deal because she followed the strategies that we taught inside TSFDA and just by following the framework that I am going to be walking you through tonight. And ever since then, si Sheila, she's been consistently closing high-ticket clients and she has resigned from her 9 to 5 job. So ito sabi nga niya, she generated around 3.8K in sales. And she just resigned from her corporate job and she will be going full-time with her business by August 31. This was actually last year. So around 1 year na si Sheila na full-time freelancer. How many of you here, just like Sheila, you are looking for a skill that would allow you to generate six figures and also quit from your corporate job? Can you type me if you resonated with that? Just like Sheila, gusto mo na din i-quit yung job mo. You know, I remember, sabi niya sa akin, I quit my job kasi hindi ko na kayang tiisin. I was so fed up with it. How many of you could relate with Sheila? Kaya nandito ka tonight because you are looking for a way to earn premium, to earn six figures so you could quit your job because you're just so drained. You just feel stuck in the four corners of your office. Can you type me if that is you? Thank you. Thank you so much for being vulnerable. Thank you for sharing that with us. And I promise to give you my best, guys, to give value tonight, to show you the way wherein you're still going to be earning a lot and enjoy what you're doing. I'm very excited. And last, ito ipapakita ko sa inyo si Jazen. Si Jazen, she's a fresh grad. I saw merong graduating dito. So ito si Jazen, guys. She joined us and followed the framework that I showed you a while ago after graduating. So she's a fresh grad with no knowledge and experience with branding and web design. How many of you here, just like Jason, wala din kayong prior knowledge with branding and web design? Can you type in the chat me if that is you? Wala ka din bang knowledge with branding and web design? I'm seeing a lot of you guys. So before TSFDA, si Jason, wala talaga siyang clear direction. As a matter of fact, this is what she said. I was completely lost. I had no clear direction in life. I was jobless. I was unsure of myself. And I was overwhelmed by the pressure to figure things out on my own. How many of you here, nandito ko ngayon, ganito din yung nafe-feel mo? Can you type me in the chat if that is you? Sabi niya dito, parang araw-araw, paulit-ulit lang, pero walang progress for her. But after joining TSFDA, everything changed. She finally found clarity and confidence to offer premium design services. I remember si Jason, naka-chat ko siya when she enrolled in TSFDA. Sabi niya sa akin, Coach Hina, I was already looking at your course even before I graduated. And sabi ko sa parents ko, after I graduate, I'm going to be enrolling in that course. So pinitch niya sa parents niya. And sabi niya nga dito, at first yung parents niya, they were actually hesitant about her decision. Nakarelate ako doon kasi ganun din yung mom ko when I was starting out as a freelancer. She was she was very skeptical talaga noon. She was doubting if I could make a stable income out of it. So mas naging determined ako to prove her that yes, this is a stable income. And I did it. Just like Jason. Sabi niya dito, she poured her energy into the course and she was determined to make it work. And most importantly, we helped her reconnect with her why, with her purpose, and the belief na kaya niya. I could actually do this. And that foundation gave her the clarity and the confidence. And tonight, I also want to empower you. Even though you don't have prior knowledge about branding and web design, you can do this. You can actually do this. I want you to already print that in your brain. You can do this. Just like Jason, you can do this. Can you please type, I can do this in the chat if you believe that you can do this? All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Ayan. Now, Jason is able to close a brand and web design project for $1,200 or 68,000 pesos. She's also able to close a branding project for $800 or 45,000 pesos and a social media management package for $850 or 48,000 pesos. At sabi niya dito, these are huge wins for me, not just financially, but also in proving to myself na kaya niya, that she can turn her skills into a real business. And that's what she did. She was able to prove that. Now, before I share with you the step-by-step framework, would it be okay, guys, if I share with you kung sino muna ako, if I just introduce myself so that you would know what's my backstory, sino yung pinapakinggan mo ngayon, why should you listen to me? Can you type okay lang in the chat if that is okay? Can I introduce myself first? All right, okay lang. Sige. You guys agreed? Then I'm going to introduce myself. So you guys probably have seen yung mga reels natin, yung mga reels ko Maybe you've seen my ads. Doon nyo ako Guys, can you please mute yourselves? Team, please mute people who are unmuted. Okay, thank you. So, where was I? Okay, so you guys have probably seen me sa mga reels ko, sa mga ads ko, and you've probably seen that reel wherein I was talking about I became a millionaire at 22 because of branding and web design. How many of you have seen me because of that reel? Can you type me in the chat kung nakita mo ako because of that reel? And maybe some of you, you've seen my posts about how I could travel the world, go to Japan, go to Malaysia, go to different cities because of freelancing. Nakita mo ba ako because of those posts? And maybe you've seen me in my reel also where I was talking about this is a day in my life as a freelancer living in Metro Manila. Baka nakita mo ko because of these highlight reels. Now, these are the highlight reels of my story, guys. These are the highlights. But of course, before I actually went through itong mga highlights na to, itong mga successes na to, there was a story. There was a story. There were struggles that I went through. And I want to show you my backstory because maybe right now, we're currently there. Maybe right now, you are currently where I was 5 years ago. And I want you to know that the best is yet to come. I want you to know that as long as you're willing to take action, you can change your life. That's why I want to share my story because my story is real. My story is raw. And I know you guys could relate to this. So before I became a freelancer, guys, I was a barista. I was just earning 15,000 pesos per month, working for 9 hours straight. So gusto ko talaga maging flight attendant actually. Kaya gusto kong makapag-earn ng experience with customer service. However, hindi natupad yung pangarap na yon because God has prepared a better plan for me all along. So I started working as a barista before I became a freelancer. I felt stuck. I felt so drained in this job. Imagine guys, during this job, nagmamop ako, gumagawa ako ng kape, nagre-refill ako ng yelo, nasa register ako. I was doing all the things that a barista does. Akala niya gumagawa lang ng kape ang mga barista. Hindi. All around ang mga barista. So, kudos sa mga barista. But when I was in that job, I felt so drained. And I felt so misaligned. I remember, there was one time, nasa shift ako, may nagsuka. May nagsuka na bata, guys. And I remember, ako yung pinag-mop nung suka. Sabi ko, I almost wanted to cry during that time because I believe that there is a better path for me. I almost wanted to cry. I almost cried. But of course, I stopped myself. Ito yung job ko before I became a freelancer. And also, hindi rin ako IT graduate, guys. I had no degree in design. I had no degree in IT. I actually graduated with a degree in communication. So no, I didn't have any unfair advantage. Wala akong background sa coding. Hindi ako marunong mag-code. I was a communications graduate. And the pandemic happened. So I became a freelancer 5 years ago when the pandemic happened. That's when I discovered freelancing. Ang nag-introduce ng freelancing sa akin was my boyfriend. He's now my husband. Sabi niya sa akin, alam mo, you have skills that you can offer. Why don't you try offering that to your clients? Baka matulungan mo sila at ma-monetize mo yung skills that you could offer. So sabi ko, sige, I'll check it out. And then what I did is nag-research talaga ako. So, tinignan ko ano yung mga VA. Sino yung mga VA dito? Type VA if you're a VA. Tinignan ko yung mga VA courses, tapos nakita ko, wow, this person, she's earning 30,000 pesos per month working from home. So na-amaze ako, sabi ko, 30,000 working from home? That's possible? So syempre ako, I really check it out. So I got interested with that VE course. So sabi ko, I need to enroll dito sa course na to. So what I did, wala akong pera nun dahil kulang pa yung sweldo ko nung nagtatrabaho ako sa barista para sa panggas ko. Kaya I borrowed money to enroll in a VA course back then. So nag-enroll ako sa VA course. I remember that was February 2020. What I did, I studied, I implemented, and in just 1 month, guys, I was able to close my first client in Upwork. So naka-close ako ng 2 gigs doon. Naka-close ako ng content writing job worth $300 or 15,000 pesos. And naka-close din ako ng social media assistant job worth $8 or 400 pesos per hour. And when I was able to close these first few clients in Upwork, doon ko nakita na, oh my gosh, possible pala talaga to earn online kahit nasa bahay ka lang. So that really pushed me to take this seriously. Because with this income sa Upwork, naangatan niya na kagad yung income ko from my barista job where I was working for 9 hours. Ito, I was just working for like 5 hours per day and I was already earning around 18,000 pesos. So mas na-push ako to take this seriously and I was finding a way to get out of freelancing platforms because I saw other freelancers. They could close direct clients. So I was wondering, how do I do that? So what I did is I enrolled in another course that helped me close clients on social media. So I got out of freelancing platforms, I got out of Upwork because back then, alam nyo ba guys nun, 20% pa. Sino yung nakaabot sa 20% transaction fee ni Upwork? Can you type 20% kung nakaabot ka doon? Back in 2020, 20% pa yung transaction fee ni Upwork. So sabi ko, ang taas, sayang. So ang ginawa ko, I got out of Upwork, I tried to look for clients, I built my social media presence, and I transitioned to branding and web design. And when I built my social media presence, my personal brand, nag-set up ako ng pages ko on social media, I was able to close my first ever branding project. Ito yon. This is the exact project at 350, 360 actually, or 18,000 pesos during that time for a project na tinapos ko lang within 2 weeks. So just imagine how happy I am. I was just working on this project for 2 weeks and yet 18,000 pesos na yung kinita ko. So I was so happy. Sabi ko, beginner ako, this is my first project. This is how much I could charge. How much more if I become an expert at this? How much more if 5 years na akong brand and web designer? So I got more inspired to take it seriously. And I was able to close my first ever premium client, I think after 3 months of being a brand and web designer. So I closed my next client. This was my first premium client, guys. It was at 997 USD or 50,000. This is my first ever brand and web design project. And na-close ko siya at 50,000. So imagine niyo na naman yung saya ko dito. Alam nyo, as I am telling this story, binabalikan ko siya. I feel quite emotional kasi nai-imagine ko yung saya ko when I was still when I experienced this. I remember nung nag-yes yung client sa akin, sobrang saya ko kasi imagine nyo, I went from a 15,000 peso job as a barista and then I closed my first ever branding project at 18,000 and then yung next client ko at 50,000. So I was so happy. Sabi ko, you know what, I'm gonna be taking this seriously. I am gonna do my best to show up every day and treat this like a business because this is going to be my path for time and financial freedom. So talagang sineryoso ko yung pagiging brand and web designer, guys. And honestly, I have already spent so much on my education to be able to earn 6 figures consistently. I spent over 1 million in courses and programs because I truly believe, guys, that your business can only grow as much as you do. And yung mga programs that I have invested in, over 1 million pesos in courses, programs, and mentors, those programs help me hit consistent 6 figure months. And ito guys, ito yung mga receipts from my clients. These are the receipts, people receipts from my clients, the clients that I've worked with over the past few years. And that's why I'm so passionate. I'm so passionate to talk about branding and web design. I want to talk about this always. And I always want to encourage people to try out this skill because it changed my life. And it also changed the lives of my other students. I went from a barista earning 18,000 pesos per month to closing my first branding project at sorry, that was 15,000 to closing my first ever branding project at 18,000. Then my next at 50,000, and these this is how much I charge my projects now. Itong mga 1,050 na to, these are just down payments. And if it is possible for me, I want to say this right now. It is also possible for you guys. Okay? And tonight, you're going to be learning my six-figure design business framework built from 5+ years of experience. You're going to be learning the scaled framework. This is all the knowledge that I have gathered, I have built over the last 5 years of working with clients, real clients from all over the world, and also all of the knowledge that I have gotten from all of the courses, from all of the mentors that I have enrolled in. And I synthesized that into this framework, which is the scaled framework. Are you guys excited to learn about the scaled framework? Can you type excited if you guys are excited? Excited na ba ang lahat? All right, I'm seeing a lot of people who are excited. I'm also equally as excited to you guys because this framework, it changed the way I run my business, and it also changed the lives of my students. And I have a question, guys. I want to start this by asking you this question. Bakit mo gustong maging six-figure freelancer? I want to ask you, why do you want to become a six-figure freelancer? Can you type in the chat? Why do you want to become a six-figure freelancer? Can you type in the chat? Why? I want to ask you this because all throughout your time with me tonight, I want you to hold on to this why. And I want you to think, why am I listening to Coach Sheena? Bakit kailangan kong malaman tong framework na to? I want you to stick with that why because I know you have a deep why kung bakit ka nandito. Maybe you are someone you're already tired from being in the corporate, you have a 9 to 5 job, maybe you're stuck, you feel misaligned with your job. You already want to quit pero hindi mo makwit-quit yung job mo because you don't have a backup income. You don't have a backup plan and you are here because you're looking for an additional income, a side hustle, or maybe gusto mo ito na yung maging full-time job mo. Maybe you're here because of that. Or maybe you're already a freelancer and you are here because ang tagal mo na sa industry. VA ka, copywriter ka, maybe designer ka na. Ang tagal mo na sa industry pero hindi ka pa rin nakakahit ng 6 figures. You're still stuck with low-paying projects. I want you to type that in the chat, guys. I want to know, what's your deep why? Bakit gusto mong maging six-figure freelancer? What do you want to achieve? Gusto mo bang makapag-provide for your family? Ikaw na lang ba yung inaasahan ng pamilya? Kaya kailangan mo mag-succeed. Wala kang ibang choice kundi mag-succeed. Kung ikaw yun, alam mo, nakaka-relate ako sa'yo. I'm going to read all your deep whys. Can you type in the chat, guys? What are your deep whys? Ang dami dito, financial freedom. Ayokong magutom to help my family. Solo parent with college kids. I want a financial breakthrough to help my family and to be financially free. Alam nyo, halos lahat tayo dito, we are doing this for our family. So I want you to stick with that why. I want you to hold on to your deep why, guys. Because alam nyo, throughout my freelancing journey up until now, I always define my why. There are always moments when you want to give up. Sino dito? Parang gusto mo nang mag-give up. You want to quit your job. You want to quit freelancing. There will be moments where you want to quit. You want to just, alam mo, balik na nga lang ako sa corporate. Nakakapagod to. But having that deep why and knowing what freelancing could offer for you, you're going to be sticking to that. you're gonna be getting back up. That's why I want you to define that deep why and hold on to that. Gusto ko hanggang matapos tong session na to, you hold on to that deep why. Remind yourself, bakit kailangan kong matutunan to? Bakit ako nandito? All throughout this session, remind yourself that. Because I always say this to my students who are here in this free webinar. I always tell you guys this. When the why is big enough, the house will take care of themselves. And I want you to remember this. Na kung malalim yung why mo, gusto mo ng financial freedom, then kahit gaano kahirap yung how, okay lang. I'm gonna do it. Because my why is deep. Because I want to be financially free. Kasi gusto ko nang i-quit yung job ko eh. So kahit gaano kahirap, aaralin ko to. Because that was my mindset when I was starting out. And I know a lot of you are beginners here. And gusto ko, lagi niyong iisipin yun. This is my deep why. Kahit gaano kahirap, kahit anong mga struggles, hindi ako titigil. Because I know that if I just don't give up, I will be achieving the success that I want. I want you to type in the chat, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. Can you type that in the chat? I'm not going to give up. And I want you to hold on to that. Hindi ako susuko hanggang mangyari na yung gusto kong mangyari sa buhay ko. Because, guys, that was my mindset. And up until now, whenever I want to achieve something, when I was still starving or when I was still striving for the six-figure dream, that was just my mindset. I encountered a lot of roadblocks. Hindi ko alam anong gagawin ko, but that was my mindset. Hindi ako susuko. I will find a way, whether I have to invest in the next mentor, I have to invest in the next course, I have to learn the next strategy. I will always find a way to make my dreams happen. That was my mindset. Okay? And I want to ask guys, thank you so much pala for typing down your deep whys in the chat box and telling yourself that you are not going to give up. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate the honesty, the vulnerability. I want to ask, guys, how many of you here, you feel like wala kang idea how to start a branded web design business? Can you type me in the chat if that is you? Wala ka bang idea how to start a brand and web design business? Okay. Hindi mo alam kung paano ipoposition yung sarili mo, sino ba yung isuserve mo, ano ba talaga yung magiging offer mo, at magkano yun ipaprice. That's exactly what we solve in phase 1, which is solidify your foundations. So if you type me or if you type yes in the chat, then you're going to be learning that exactly in phase 1, which is to solidify your business foundations. Alam niyo ba guys, when I was just starting, sobrang gulo ng business ko. I kept guessing everything. I was guessing ano ba yung niche ko, ano ba yung magiging services ko or packages ko. Nanguhula din ako ano yung pricing ko. And it made me feel like I was just running around in circles, wala akong direction. Yun yung nafe-feel ko when I was starting out. However, everything changed when I invested in high-level coaching. So I spent 125K for an online business program. And because of that program, I discovered na clarity is power. So that program actually helped me niche down, aligned my offers with my dream clients' pain points, and finally, I was able to book my first ever 50,000 peso project with full confidence. So the step 1, guys, para ma-solidify mo yung business foundations mo, step 1 is to find your niche. So can you type in the chat, what is your idea? Ano yung niche? Type nyo nga sa chat nyo, ano yung idea nyo about niche? I want to read. Ano yung idea nyo? Ano yung ibig sabihin ng niche? Can you type it in the chat? Okay, I'm gonna be reading. Sabi ni Jansen Skill, Leonard Expertise, Mylene Specializing, Clarissa Forte, Scope Skills Specialization. Okay, you guys are all correct. Tama kayo. So, basically, ang ibig sabihin lang ng niche, this is your specialty. This is your specialization. So, I want to explain it this way para mas maintindihan mo. I want you to think of your business like a restaurant. So, isipin mo yung business mo, it's a restaurant. Kapag yung menu ng business mo, ng restaurant mo, may Italian, may American, may Indian, di ba nakakalito? Because there are so many dishes na ino-offer mo. People do not really know what you're really good at. But let's say, for example, ako, I am craving for sushi. If you're a Japanese restaurant and ako, I am craving for sushi, direct na ako sa'yo. It's clear. People will come to you, especially if they are looking for that specific solution, because you specialize in that one thing. Okay? So it's similar with design. If you serve anyone na kailangan ng logo, kailangan ng website, you are just one of the many. However, if you say na I help beauty coaches launch premium brands and strategic websites, now you are a go-to. You stand out, you attract clients who are willing to pay more. Is that clear? That is why you need to niche down. Type clear if that is clear, guys. Okay? And now, for you to be able to niche down, in TSFDA, we use the TSFDA Niche Finder GPT to find our most aligned profitable niche. So now we are integrating AI already, even in finding our niche. And I'm going to be showing you guys how we use this GPT bot to find our niche. And you're going to be amazed because personally, I'm so happy with this GPT. Alam niyo before, guys, it takes me like 3 days to even figure out ano ba yung niche na isa-specialize ko. But now, it takes 60 seconds. 60 seconds to be able to find or to be able to nail down my niche, to be able to find my niche. So I'm going to be showing you guys how we use this. And by the way, this is not available to the public. This is exclusive to TSFDA students. They have an access to this niche finder, but yeah, basically we use AI for us to be able to find our niche. Because gusto natin na pabilisin yung mga bagay-bagay. What used to take us like 3 days before, a lot of brain cells, it now takes 60 seconds. So basically how we use this is I just click this bot and then I ask it a question. So of course, kakausapin ko siya. I tell it, can you help me find a niche that fits my style and interests? And then it will reply. It will just ask a couple of questions like what industries, what kind of people do you love helping or connecting with? And I will, of course, answer it. So the thing with AI, guys, is if you give it generic answers, it will spit out generic answers. But if you are detailed with the answers that you are giving, magiging detailed din siya. So what this GPT bot does is it would actually help you find the niche. So ayan, sinagot ko siya. Makikita nyo dito. And wait lang guys. Bakit ulit? Okay. And then what it did after I gave my answers, ito yung in-answer niya. So it gave me my niche direction. So binigay ko lang sa kanya, saan ako interested, who are the types of clients that I'd like to work with. And these are the results na binigay ng AI. So isn't it amazing na what used to take me 3 hours before, now it just takes me like 60 seconds. All I have to do is to just answer the questions that AI is asking me, and then it will already help me with my niche. That's how powerful AI is right now, guys. Okay? So ayan, nagsuggest na siya ng niche statement. Sabi niya, I design bold and luxurious branding and websites for educators and coaches building premium personal brands. And it's so aligned with the direction that I want for my business. Isn't it amazing? Can you type amazing if it is amazing, guys? Ang galing, di ba? Ang galing. What used to take you hours or days before, AI can now generate for you in just a matter of seconds. Now, step 2 naman guys, is to define your ideal customer. So imagine this, you're trying to sell something. If kausap mo is a random stranger, hindi mo alam kung paano ka mag-uumpisa. You don't know what they care about, you don't know what they need, at hindi mo din alam paano ko connect sa kanila. Pero what if kausap mo is your best friend? Siyempre yung best friend mo, alam mo yung favorite color niya, alam mo yung struggles niya, alam mo yung kung paano siya magsalita, alam mo yung goals and dreams niya. And that's how I want you to treat your ideal client. Treat it like your best friend. You have to know who exactly your ideal customer is. Dapat kilalang kilala mo siya. Okay? So, because when you know your ideal client so much, it's so much easier for you to say the right words to her, to help her solve her problem, and to make her say, this is exactly what I need. And that's what defining your ideal customer does. It makes your content, offers, and sales messages feel personal, relevant, and irresistible. Kasi kapag kaya mong sabihin sa ideal customer, I know what you're struggling with, and I have the solution for you. That's when he or she will say, this is exactly what I need, and that is when they buy. That's how important knowing your ideal customer is. Oftentimes, we often put it in the back burner, hindi natin pinapansin, but it's very crucial, guys. You need to know what they are struggling with and provide for a solution for that. Okay? Because that is when they buy. And of course, lahat naman tayo gusto natin na bumili yung ideal clients natin ng services natin, di ba? How many of you guys want that? Can you type 1 if you want that? Gusto nyo bang bumili yung ideal clients nyo ng services nyo? If you want that, then you need to I encourage you to know who your ideal customer is. Okay? So say for example, who do you want to work with? Do you want to work with coaches? Do you want to work with e-commerce businesses? Do you want to work with physical businesses? Do you want to work with restaurants? Do you want to work with SaaS businesses? Do you want to work with agencies? There are so many people to work with. So many people who needs branding and websites. And for us to be able to know who our ideal client is, we use AI again. So, di ba guys, halos lahat AI na yung ginagamit natin. ChatGPT, pwede nating i-craft yung ideal customer profile natin. And you know what guys, before, it takes me so long para i-craft yung ideal customer because before, kailangan mag-research, kailangan mag-interview. Although that would be good also, mag-interview ka ng ideal client mo. And kailangan magpa-answer ng survey, di ba? It takes so long before to conduct a market research. But because of AI, what used to take weeks, 1 week, now I could do it in just a matter of seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes. And I use again the TSFDA Market Research Assistant. So this is another GPT that I have. And actually, pwede nyo din namang gawin to sa ChatGPT nyo. Just ask ChatGPT to help you create an ideal client persona for your niche. So that's actually what I told ChatGPT. Can you help me create an ideal client persona for my niche? And what it does is it actually just asked me a couple of questions and then again, in-answer ko siya. So again, with AI, the more detailed your prompts are, the more detailed your answers are, the better. I want you to remember that and write that down. The better my prompts are, the more detailed AI will be. Okay? The better the results that it will generate. So I answered the question, and guess what? In just minutes, it enabled me to come up with the demographics and the psychographics of my ideal client. And also guys, itong mga GPT kasi na to, what I did here is all of my knowledge as a coach, all of our lessons inside TSFDA, in-upload ko dito. So may knowledge siya ng lesson, so it is based on this whole framework. So ika-craft niya based on my knowledge. Okay, so lahat ng relevant knowledge, even books that are necessary for that specific bot, in-upload ko siya. And in just a matter of seconds, guys, before, this would take me a week because I have to do manual research, calls, surveys. Now, AI na. AI is my partner. Isn't this great, guys? Isn't it great? Di ba? Napakadali na. Can you type great if it is great? Di ba? Ang galing-galing talaga ng AI. Kahit ako, guys, alam mo, whenever I use AI, parang, shucks, grabe, ang tagal kong ginagawa to before. Now it takes me seconds. Sobrang galing. And step 3, guys, to solidifying your business foundations, craft irresistible packages. So of course, business ka, if you're going to start a freelance business as a brand and web designer, kailangan may offers ka. Kailangan may packages ka. So step 3, you have to craft irresistible packages clients wants to buy. Alam niyo, when I was starting out, I created packages based on what I thought clients wanted. So nahula-hula ako, ano kaya yung gusto ng clients ko? So walang bumibili kasi naghuhula-hula ako kung ano yung kailangan nila. I kept tweaking the design, I kept changing the name of my packages, I kept changing the price, pero wala pa rin conversions. The turning point came when I started listening. I ran market research calls and I used AI to summarize patterns in client pain points. So that's what I did. Nag-run ako ng market research calls, ginamit ko si AI para i-summarize yung pain points ng clients ko, and I learned this. And I want you to remember this. I want you to write this down, take a screenshot. People don't buy what's nice to have. They pay for what solves a real problem. So if you want to create an offer na madaling ibenta, all you have to do, solve a real problem. How are you going to know that? Through market research. And before, it takes hours to do market research. Now with ChatGPT, with AI, seconds, minutes, maybe a few minutes kung kailangan mong i-refine yung mga prompts mo, right? But that's how easy it is. I want to emphasize this. That's how easy it is now. Sobrang dali na talaga, guys. So wala na tayong excuse not to start our brand and web design business because it's so much easier now. And again, we use the TSFDA offer generator GPT to create a compelling offer suite. So this one, may knowledge din siya kung ano yung mga typical na packages for brand and web designers. And then may knowledge din siya kung paano isa-structure dapat yung offers. Again, in-upload ko yung knowledge ko dito. And I use this whenever I need to craft an offer. So ito, I use it. So I just ask it, give me a 3-tier offer suite for my brand and web design services. And alam you guys, I want you to guess. Can you guess in the chat box? Dati, gaano katagal kaya for me to create my brand and web design services? So, di ba nakapag-market research na ako? Kailangan ko na i-create yung packages. Can you guess in the chat? Can you type in the chat, how long do you think it takes me to create an offer suite, 3 packages for my brand and web design services? How long do you think, guys? Type in the chat. Sige, type lang. So that I would know. 2 weeks? 1 day? 3 weeks? 3 months? 1 or 2 weeks? 3 weeks? May nakatama kanina. 2 weeks, guys. Alam nyo, itong phase na to, this phase 1, before it would take me like 1 month to finish this. Now, siguro kung lahat ng tools na to meron na ako with AI, it would just take me like 1 week or even 3 days. Basta mag-focus ka lang. That's how powerful AI is. And this one, when I asked it to generate a 3-tier offer suite for me, guess what? 60 seconds. Nag-generate siya ng 3 tiers offer because it already has a knowledge kung sino yung ideal client ko dahil nakakausap niya na ako eh. Guys, please, team, kindly mute. Someone, mute the person. Okay? Dahil
Oh.
nakakausap niya na ako,
Ha?
guys.
Lagi
Can you
ganyan
please,
kayo.
pati ako na-unmute. Alright, so, ayun, para walang disruptions, guys, make sure to mute yourselves, okay? So, 60 seconds, guys, isn't that powerful? It takes me 2 weeks before. Now, 60 seconds, and you know what's even more powerful than this? It has all the knowledge all over the internet. So, it's even more accurate than my market research. 60 seconds to come up with my offers. Type powerful if you find AI powerful, guys. 'Di ba? Napakagaling. Napakagaling talaga ng AI. How many of you guys are already using AI? Can you type one if you guys are already using AI? Right? Right now talaga, sa design services, later you will even be more mind blown kung gaano ka powerful si AI. Even branding, even websites, kaya niya na. Okay? Let's proceed. So I want to introduce you to one of our students. This is Ange. She followed the exact strategy that I just taught you in phase one. So Ange, she did market research calls and she used the offer building framework that we teach inside TSFDA. And as a result, she was able to close a $1,200 deal or 67,000 peso package from one of the people that she just interviewed for market research. And this is what she said. I think I just got myself two clients. They are just participants of my market research. Yung isa going to avail her basic package at 1,200, tapos yung isa 150. Even for just a consultation because she did market research. So sabi ko sa inyo, di ba, it's okay if you want to do market research calls. That is also one of our strategies to warm up our clients to our offers. So try that out. And let us know if you were able to generate results from it, just like Ange. So Ange was able to close a 67,000 peso package, all because she got clear on her niche, she understood her ideal client, and she crafted the right offer. And ito sabi niya, kinikilig pa daw siya, guys. Kinikilig daw siya. She already received the initial payment and the contract has been signed. And this is what she said, super grateful for your course, super actionable lahat ng strategies and you've shared, plus I'm getting immediate results. And guys, ito i-implement niyo to sa business niyo, just like Ange. I'm sure you're gonna get results. Find your niche, understand who's your ideal customer, craft the right offer for them. Just like Ange, you're gonna get results. And before I go to phase two, I want you to reflect on this. I have a few reflection questions, guys. So I want you to think, sino ba talaga yung gusto mong iserve? Right now, sino ba gusto mong iserve? Example, do you want to serve coaches? Do you want to serve e-commerce businesses? Do you want to serve restaurants? Do you want to serve construction businesses? Sino yung gusto mong iserve? Think about that, maybe something na aligned na sa'yo. Then, what problem am I passionate about solving? And if I don't define my niche and pricing clearly, will I ever attract high-paying clients or just keep, or am I just okay to keep undercharging forever? I'm going to be giving you 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes to, 3 minutes to, to answer these questions. And I'll be back after 3 minutes. Okay? Reflect on this because just by reflecting on these questions, start nyo na yung design business nyo. You'll already, after this webinar, you'll already have action steps that you're gonna be doing. Okay? So, would anyone want to share? Ano yung mga sagot nila dito? Sino yung gusto mong iserve? What problem am I passionate about solving? If I don't define my niche and pricing clearly, will I ever attract high-paying clients? or just keep undercharging forever? Would anyone from you guys want to share kahit isa lang? May gusto bang mag-share? Please raise your hand if you want to share. Okay, I'm gonna be reading from the comment section, from the chat box. Sige, let's have Don. Okay, Don.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hello po. So, to answer yung mga question po, yung number one is professionals, specifically VAs. Then, what problem am I passionate about solving? So, gusto ko pong isolve is yung mga gusto ko i-organize yung mga unorganized learning resources, not just specifically for VAs, but also for other professionals. Actually, ako po is self-taught web developer.
Mm,
So I find it hard to organize yung mga learning resources. Pag sa browser, ang dami mong mga tabs, bookmarks, yun. So parang right now I'm building a parang system which is
okay.
to organize yung mga ganun.
Mm.
Then third, if I don't define my niche and pricing clearly, will I ever attract high-paying clients or just keep under charging forever? Ang answer ko dito is yes. So yun lang po yung sa akin. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that, Don. And I think you have a great niche. Kailangan mo lang talagang malaman kung how exactly can you help them with these things that they are struggling with. And what I always say is, alamin nyo ano yung pain points. So if you think, and you found out from your clients mo, VA clients mo na, um, they are struggling with that thing that you said, then provide a solution for that. Okay? Thank you for that, Don, and for the others. Thank you so much for dropping your answers here. So self-development, self-help, for Maribeth, self-development, self-help, relationships, strong, dependent women, uncertain, what problems am I passionate about solving their uncertainties? So siguro guys, just be more specific about the problems na meron yung mga ideal clients nyo. Like, say for example, ano ba yung specific problem ng mga women in self-development? Are they a coach? So yun pala, kailangan mo pa mas maging specific doon. So for example, if coach to, ano ba yung problem ng isang self-development coach or ng isang self-help coach? Maybe this coach, she's struggling with positioning herself in the market, how to stand out as a self-development coach because there are so many others already in the market. How can you help with that? You can help her by creating a solid branding for her, right? So be more specific about what exactly are they struggling with, then provide a solution for that. Ito, e-commerce business or startup, yun yung gusto niyang i-serve. How to market, yun yung problem niya, how to market their products, generate more sales. So definitely having a website and an effective marketing strategy would be able to solve this. Kung hindi mo i-define yung niche mo, will you ever attract high-paying clients? No. Right, that's correct. Okay. So, thank you for sharing, guys. Let's now proceed to phase two. So, I want to ask, how many of you here gustong makapag-create ng solid personal brand and portfolio na makaka-attract ng dream clients kahit beginner ka pa lang? Can you type one in the chat if that is you? Gusto mong makapag-create ng solid personal brand and makapag-build na ng portfolio mo na maa-attract yung dream clients mo even if you're still a beginner. Type one if that is you. All right, that is exactly what we're going to be talking about or what we solve here in phase two, which is craft your signature brand and portfolio. Are you guys excited to learn about this? Can you type excited if you guys are excited to learn about paano ko ba ika-craft yung branding and portfolio ko as a service provider? Okay, so let me start. Alam niyo, when I was starting out, no one actually trusted me at first because I didn't look trustworthy. Why? Because walang strategy yung branding ko, walang consistency yung mga posts ko. Wala rin akong portfolio, so paano ko makaka-close ang clients kung wala akong makapakita ng portfolio? How many of you, just like me when I was starting out, ganito yung nafe-feel mo ngayon? Type me in the chat if you feel that way. Paano, coach? Paano ko makaka-close ang client? Wala nga akong portfolio. Wala nga akong branding. So, doon ko na-realize, guys, na kaya pala hindi ako nakaka-attract ng clients because I didn't have a solid branding and I didn't have a portfolio. I realized that your brand speaks before you do. That's why it's very important to have a solid personal brand. Someone would easily trust you if you have a personal brand. I would say that. And yung portfolio mo naman, that's your proof of expertise. So here's what I did. I crafted a strong personal brand and I created passion projects. These two, it made me feel and look like a legitimate service provider. And once I did this, dream clients started saying, wait, this person is exactly what I have been looking for. Now, step one, you need to craft your signature brand. Now, branding, guys, this is going to be, I would say, and mark my word on this is going to be one of the most in-demand services in the next few years. Ask me why. Ask me why, guys. Why do I think this is going to be one of the most in-demand services? Why? Because there's a shift already in the market right now. Would you agree na sobrang dami ng mga brands, sobrang dami na ng mga creators, sobrang dami na ng mga service providers in the market, halos lahat magkakamukha na. And how do you stand out now? How would people buy from you if you have built a solid brand? The people who are still thriving today are the people who have built a solid brand. So you need to craft your signature brand. And first, let's talk about what is branding. Can you type in the chat, ano yung idea nyo about branding? Kahit one word lang. Type one word that that comes into your mind when branding is, narinig niyo yung branding. Branding means personality, color, represents, define you, identity, your logo, to attract, positioning yourself as an expert, tells who you are, personality, your identity, trademark, it's who you are, your persona. Okay, so let me define branding. Let me explain it better to you. And imagine, guys, may dalawang t-shirt sa harap mo. So ito, si t-shirt 1, si t-shirt 2. T-shirt 1, it's generic. It's plain. Walang kahit ano. Wala siyang brand. That's t-shirt 1. T-shirt 2, meron siyang Dior na logo. Meron siyang Dior na brand. Which one of these two t-shirts would you pay more for? Alin dito yung mas babayaran mo ng mas mahal? T-shirt 1 or 2? Type in the chat kung ano yung answer mo. 2, right? You would pay more for number 2. Pero itong dalawang t-shirt na to, they're just the same. They're just two same t-shirts. Same texture, same ng kapal, same ng kulay, same lahat. The only difference, number 2, it has a branding na Dior. How much would you pay for number 1? For this generic t-shirt? Type in the chat, how much would you pay for it? 500, 100, 200. How about for number 2? How much would you pay for number 2? Won't buy kasi ang mahal. 800, 1K, 25, at least 800. For number 2, for a Dior t-shirt, guys, how much would you pay? How much yung mga Dior na mga brands na mga t-shirts ngayon? 20,000, 30,000, right? 15,000. That's right. Pareho lang sila na t-shirt. The only difference is the branding. 'Di ba? Bakit mas willing tayong magbayad ng mas mahal for the one with the branding? It's very simple. Because branding gives it perceived value. It's just the same shirt. The only difference, the other one has a branding. When you brand something, you give it a perceived value. Ibig sabihin ng perceived value, yung nakikitang halaga ng isang bagay. Kaya tinanong ko kayo, how much would you pay for the both t-shirts? Because someone or something has a branding and solid na yung branding nun, na-shape niya na yung perception natin na kapag Dior yan, ganito yung price niyan. Alam mo na agad yung value ng product or ng service na yun because of branding. That's what branding does. It creates trust, it builds status, and it builds recognition. Okay? That's how powerful branding is. It could actually shape the perception of customers. That's why I'm saying right now, it's gonna be one of the most in-demand services because ngayon, halos magkakamukha na lahat. What's going to set people apart is their branding, if they've built a solid brand. Okay? And that's why you need to build your personal brand so that clients don't just see your skills, nakikita din nila yung worth mo. Like say for example, if you have already seen my agency brand, yung Sheena & Co., you see it, how I package it, black, white, luxury visuals. Ano yung magiging perception mo doon? Can you type in the chat if you have seen that brand again? Yung mga naka-encounter na sa Sheena & Co. brand, Sheena & Co. digital marketing. Luxury, premium. Because that's how I branded myself. And that's why yung mga clients that I am attracting are luxury, are premium. Because I branded myself. Imagine if you could brand yourself effectively, you'll be able to position yourself as a premium service provider. And ito, we use the Brand Identity Creator, GPT, to create logo styles faster. So, ngayon guys, pati logo, kaya nang i-generate ng ChatGPT for us. You know, before it takes me 2 days, 3 days to come up with one logo concept. Now, ChatGPT will help me come up with a concept. Meron na akong concept. That's how powerful it is. Ito, pakita ko sa inyo. Sabi ko lang sa kanya, I use the TSFDA Brand Identity Creator. Sabi ko lang sa kanya, can you recommend a brand identity system for a business that I'm working with? So, nag-ask lang siya ng questions like ano yung brand, who is it for, what emotions, may competitors ba tong brand na to? Once na na-define ko yan, mag-recommend daw siya ng logo style, color palette, fonts. So, dinefine ko guys. And these are the results. Grabe guys. Alam nyo, sobrang na-amaze ako pag nakikita ko yung kayang gawin ng AI. Because hindi niya ako papalitan, but rather it will make my process so much faster and so much more efficient. Ang pinakamasakit sa ulo before is creating concepts. And we actually asked this in the community. Ano yung pinakamatagal na part ng pagde-design for you? And most of them answered, it's coming up with a concept. So ito yung parang main concept. And ChatGPT, AI could already create it for you. That's why, ngayon nga, when I was creating this, nakita ko yung power ng AI. Na-realize ko, anyone can become a brand and web designer now with AI. As long as willing ka to learn how to use AI and to actually use the softwares, you can be a brand and web designer. Before, what takes us the longest to do, hindi lang time, pati brain cells. Mga students ko, I know may mga students ako dito. How many of you here could relate? The pinakamahirap na part was creating the brand concept. Itong brand identity. Nakaka-relate ba yung mga, yan, si Maui, she agrees. Diba? So, in just 30 seconds, or siguro itong logo na to, mga 2 minutes kasi photo yan eh. But, just tell ChatGPT, ano yung brand, ano yung personality. Immediately, it will generate a brand personality, color palette. Sa baba niyan may fonts pa. Hindi ko na lang na-include. But that's how mind-blowing mind-blowing chat GPT is, can you type mind-blowing, guys? If you are mind-blown, ganun siya kagaling. Di ba? Ito yung mga nagsusstop sa mga designers before, sa mga freelancers before from being a brand and web designer kasi ang hirap niya, hindi ko kaya yan. Pero ngayon with AI, hindi mo ba kaya? Kaya mo na. Kaya mo na. Let me tell you, kaya mo na. Even a logo concept, kayang-kaya mo na. Kaya-kaya mo nang mag-create ng logos, ng logo concepts. Here's the thing, guys. I'm gonna be telling you. The whole TSFDA rebrand, alam niyo, nag-rebrand tayo, di ba? This whole TSFDA rebrand, AI. I used AI with this whole rebrand. And before it would take me 1 month to complete a rebrand. Now it took me 1 week. 1 week to create branding, websites, all because of these tools, all because of AI. Itong logo na to, guys, this exact logo na nandito sa baba, kung nakikita nyo yan, generated by AI. Diba? AI makes our lives so much easier. Can you type easy if it's now easy because of AI? Right? A lot of you guys are agreeing with me. Even this, I just prompted, sabi ko, tinanong niya kasi ako dito, would you like me to create a logo based on this? Tapos sabi ko lang yes. Ayan, nag-create siya ng logo concept. So, would you agree that anyone can become a branding designer now? Can you type agree if you agree? Because of this. Right? You guys agree. So, I want to introduce you to Army. This is one of my students. And nung una si Army, she was stuck. Ang tagal niya nang gustong mag-show up online, pero she struggled with her own branding. Sobrang confused siya. She even tried to look for someone to help her in exchange for a testimonial, pero hindi nag-work. Then one day, naalala ni Army, meron pala kaming branding modules sa TSFDA. So, ginawa niya, pinanood niya yung mga lessons, she followed everything step by step. And guess what? Sobrang natuwa si Army kasi finally, she was able to create a brand that truly felt aligned with her. She used what she learned to launch the Conversions Cafe. This is her own brand. And ito yung message niya sa akin. Sabi niya, now I'm so happy to say that I've finally created branding that truly feels aligned with me and how I want my brand to be perceived. I'm not completely done yet, pero she can finally use something so she could confidently show up. And sometimes, that's one of the things that's stopping us from showing up kasi wala pa tayong branding, hindi tayo confident. But with AI, guys, would you agree? Napakadali na lang gumawa ng branding. It will guide you. It will give you concepts. Then just recreate that. Right? Would you agree? Can you type agree? If it's so much easier now because of AI. Right? And from confused and invisible to confident and ready to show up, all because in applying Army, everything that we taught here in this exact phase, craft your signature brand and portfolio. So ito yung sabi niya, after going through the branding modules, I felt empowered that I can actually offer branding to clients too. So nung finalo niya yung module, inside TSFDA, naging confident niya na siya. Sabi niya sa akin, before, actually nagka-chat kami before ni Army, sabi niya sa akin, weakness daw talaga niya yung branding. It's a service that I think I couldn't offer. Pero nung pinanood niya yung mga modules, na-empower siya. And guys, nung time na to, this is still 1.0. Wala pang AI. How much more now could you be a brand and web designer? It's so much easier now. Ito, pinanood niya lang yung modules, wala pang AI nun when it comes to building logo concepts. But she was able to create her own branding. Sabi niya, she's super happy. She's in TSFDA. Thank you so much. Then shinare niya. Di ba? Ang ganda ng gawa niya. Can you type, ang ganda? If nagagandahan din kayo sa gawa niya. Ang ganda, right? This is one of my students. So step 2, guys, generate brand images through AI. So part of our branding kasi is generating brand images through AI. So here are the steps that you need to do. So first step, para makapag-generate ka ng brand images. Sino dito nagpunta dito sa webinar na to because you got interested? Paano ako naka-generate ng hyper-realistic photos through AI? Can you type me? If you saw my post, okay, this is how I do it. So, ito, first step, source your photos. So, i-compile mo yung mga photos mo, upload mo yung mga existing headshots mo, then upload mo yung mga yun sa mga AI tools like Kling AI and FreePic, and let AI generate for you. So, upload mo lang yung mga photos na yun, bigay mo yung prompt mo, and in a few clicks, may mga on-brand and personalized brand images ka na. And I want you to guess. I want you to guess, type in the chat, guys. Is this real or AI? Real or AI? AI. Okay. I think kasi nakita nyo. How about this? Is this real or AI? Real or AI? Real. Looks real. Okay. How about this? Real or AI? May nag-answer AI. AI. Real. AI. AI. Real. O, di ba? Hindi nyo na matel. You can't even tell that if it's real or AI. This one is real. Pero mukhang AI, di ba? Ang galing. And how about this? Is it real or AI? AI. But would you agree that this version of me is already hyper realistic? Yes? Can you type yes if you agree na it's already hyper realistic? Di ba? So, in-upload ko lang yung mga photos ko sa AI and it allowed me to generate hyper realistic photos of me. So now, nakatipid na ako. I don't even have to go to multiple brand sessions. Because I found out how to generate brand photos using AI. Nakatipid na ako. Alam niyo magkano yung mga ginagastos ko every brand shoot? I would purchase my clothes. I would book the brand shoot. I would book the hair and makeup. Around 30,000. Now, if I want different brand shoots, I should just use AI to generate more photos for me. That's how powerful AI is. Can you type powerful if you agree that AI is so powerful? Right? It's so powerful. And third step into building your brand is to build your portfolio. So I want you to look at your portfolio like a display window sa mall. If yung mga customers, they don't see anything appealing, they won't come in. Pero kung may nakita silang bagay na swak sa style at kailangan nila, they stop, they look closer, and they eventually buy. Now, the good news is, kahit wala ka pang client, you can still create a powerful portfolio that will make your customers buy. How many of you wants to make your customers buy? Build your portfolio. Okay? So when I was starting out, wala akong portfolio. So, ang ginawa ko, I created a passion project. This is a passion project, but it looks real. So, it's just a passion project. I posted it on Facebook, and someone messaged me asking for my rate. That project helped me close my first 18K client kahit wala pa akong past clients. So, yun na yung naging starting point ko. Nag-post lang ako, nag-create ako ng passion project ng portfolio. I posted it on my social media, on Facebook groups. And this one, this client inquired and she told me that she's interested in my branding package, and that was my first ever deal. This is how I landed my first ever deal. All because I created passion projects and someone got interested, and that's how I closed my first ever deal. So yes, kahit wala ka pang past clients, you can create a portfolio. Here's how you're gonna be doing that. So first, kailangan mo mag-create ng passion project. So imagine mo, di ba kanina sinulat mo, sino yung dream client mo? Imagine your dream client. Is it a skincare brand? Is it a coach? Is it a lash studio? Then you're gonna be creating a passion project based on them. Okay? Step 2, gamitin mo si ChatGPT. ChatGPT, our best friend. Use this prompt. So gamitin mo tong prompt na to, act like a business coach who's launching her business. Can you give me a brand brief? Press enter and boom, meron ka ng concept for your design. So based on that concept, Now, ide-design mo na yung brand. Kahit Canva lang. Gamit ka lang ng Canva to create. Free ang Canva. Pwede kang mag-create ng logo, colors, fonts, mood board, website mockups dyan. It's just your portfolio. So, walang ano doon. Walang problema. You can use Canva. Okay? That is totally free. Kahit Canva pwede because may mga ready-made templates na sa Canva. So, you can create yung mga brand boards, di ba? May mga templates na brand boards sa Canva. And then may mga websites na din in Canva. You can create your portfolio even in Canva. Just replace the content, edit the colors, then present it as a case study. Okay? And ito guys, these portfolio, and if you're familiar, kung nandun kayo sa Premium Brand and Web Designers group, ito yung Dream Below, yung sa Build Your First Portfolio Challenge. And ito, these are all just created by AI. So you can use that for your portfolio. Okay? And before I proceed to phase 3, I want you to reflect on this again. I want you to ask yourself, how do I want to show up? And how can I reflect that in my branding? So isipin mo, ano yung personality na gusto mong makita ng mga tao whenever they encounter your brand. So say for example, gusto mo ba na ma-perceive nila yung brand mo as premium? Gusto mo ba na ma-perceive nila yung brand mo as approachable? Gusto mo ba na ma-perceive nila yung brand mo as feminine? Write that down. Number 2, ano yung next na passion project mo? So that after this webinar, meron ka ng next steps. O, ni-write ko dito, I need to create a passion project for a coach. Write that down. Number 3, if I don't build a portfolio that speaks to my dream clients, am I okay to just keep on settling for low ticket projects? Reflect on that. Okay? Again, I'm going to be giving you 3 minutes, guys, to reflect on this. Grab your pen and your papers. You can write it down while reflecting, and I'm going to be back in 3 minutes. Alright, guys. So I hope nakapag-reflect kayo how you want to show up when it comes to your branding, what's going to be your next passion project, and if you don't build a portfolio, okay ka lang ba to settle for low-ticket projects? So I'm gonna be reading some of your answers here. So sabi ni Marvin, ang he wants to be perceived as approachable and trustworthy. So create a branding based on that. And his next passion project is construction and health project. And lastly, no. So definitely hindi tayo okay with settling with low ticket projects. So let's create a portfolio that would attract our ideal clients. Sabi naman ni sino to? Renaissance. Hindi. Ito. Si Randy. O sige, si Randy. Number one, confident. Next passion project is health. And lastly, no. Si Claudine naman, her answer is premium and approachable. Create a clothing brands for furniture. No, I'm not okay with low ticket projects. So if you guys are not okay with settling for low ticket projects, then create a solid portfolio that would attract your ideal clients. Okay? Now, let's proceed. Sino dito yung gustong makapag-close ng high-paying clients kahit maliit lang yung audience nila? Can you type me if that is you? And by the way, guys, na-mention kanina na yung mga questions, it will be answered later in the Q&A. So, wait for the Q&A portion dahil natatabunan ang mga questions nyo. So, I'm gonna be answering that. Write down your questions. I'm gonna be answering questions later during the Q&A. Okay? So, you guys want to learn how to close high-paying clients. All right. So, that's exactly what we solve here in phase 3, which is to attract dream clients online. So, alam niyo before, akala ko kailangan ko ng maraming followers para magka-premium client ako. But I only had less than 1,000 followers. That didn't stop me. That belief na akala ko kailangan ko ng maraming followers, that didn't stop me. I had just less than 1,000 followers, but I started showing up. I started posting strategic content. I engaged with prospects and I learned how to do outreach properly. I did this consistently kahit maliit lang yung audience ko, kahit less than 1,000 followers lang. And that's when I started closing 6-figure deals. So here's the first step, guys. Step 1, you need to optimize your IG bio. So what does optimize mean? Meaning, for example, if generic lang yung laman ng bio mo ngayon sa Facebook, sa Instagram, sa LinkedIn, sa TikTok, make it better. Refine it. I-optimize mo. Like say for example, itong sa akin. I help coaches and beauty businesses increase their brand's perceived value through strategic branding and web design. And then my CTA dito, and then it would lead to my contact form or to my discovery call. So that's the first step. Optimize mo yung IG bio mo. And even for optimizing the IG bio, you can use AI. You can use AI to create a scroll-stopping social media bio. So here's how it works, guys. Type 1 if you find AI so powerful. Can you type 1 if you find AI so powerful? Ang galing, di ba? Ang galing. Halos lahat na ng aspects sa business natin as brand and web designers, kaya niya na. So ito, I just asked AI to create a bio for me on Instagram. And because lahat kasi ng knowledge in TSFDA, lahat ng lessons naka-upload dito sa GPT na to, it would follow the framework that we have whenever mag-create ng bio. So, what it does is, ask ko lang siya, help me create a bio for Instagram, and then it will ask me questions like, ano yung offer ko, sino yung ideal client ko, ano yung transformation that I help them achieve, how do I want it to sound friendly. And then I would answer that. I would answer all of that. Now, it will generate not 1, not 2, but 3, guys. 3 Instagram bio captions. So ako na lang yung mamimili. All within the 150 character limit pa. So before, it would take me like an hour to think of this kasi i-overthink ko pa ano kayong ilalagay ko dito. How many of you just like me, ganun ka, i-overthink mo pa ano yung ilalagay mo sa social media bio mo? Can you type me if that is you? Right? Before, I would overthink it. But now, AI would give me a lot of options. Mamimili na lang ako kung anong ilalagay ko sa bio ko. So, ayan. Nag-generate siya ng mga social media bio. And all I have to do is to just pick from it. And pwede ko pang ipa-revise yan. Nag-a-ask pa siya, gusto ko ba ng mas friendly, mas witty? Diba? That's how powerful AI is. Kahit social media bio, kaya nang i-generate. So, ito guys, kahit ito yung gawin nyo mamaya, even right now, optimize your social media bio, you're gonna be getting results from this. Now, step 2, for you to be able to attract your ideal clients online is to create content. So, I'm going to be giving you 3 types of content that you can generate. So, number 1, authority content. Pwedeng magturo ka or mag-explain ka ng something that's useful para sa mga ideal customers mo. Step 2, you can generate credibility content. So, share mo yung work mo, share mo yung... Guys, take note of this. These are all effective strategies. I'm telling you. This is the framework that we follow inside TSFDA to attract dream clients. So take note of this. Implement it, you're going to be seeing results. Credibility content. So share mo yung work mo sa Instagram, sa Facebook. Guys, please mute. Make sure that everyone is muted, okay? And then third content that you can create is offer content. Tell them how they can work with you, ano yung packages na ina-offer. Okay? So, 3 types of content. Number 1, authority. Number 2, credibility. Number 3, offer. So, in creating our content, again, we use AI. AI, our best friend, to generate effective content ideas and captions. So, this is our TSFDA content creator. It is filled with all of the knowledge about lahat ng mga previous posts na na-create ko na as a brand and web designer, mga books about branding, about web design, so that it could generate high converting content ideas, right? Captivating captions, video scripts, and even images. So what I do is I just use AI. I just ask it, give me 10 content ideas for Instagram this week. And then it will ask me, so kung mapapansin nyo, laging may tanong. Para mas ma-tailor niya yung i-generate niya para sa brand nyo. Okay? So generated good stuff. If you give AI gold, it will generate gold. If you give AI trash, it will generate trash. So as much as possible, be specific sa mga prompts mo. Okay? So, ito, in-answer ko lang and tada! It generated 10 content ideas that I can use for the next 10 days. Isn't it amazing, guys? Alam nyo, creating content, this is one of the things that I don't like doing. How many of you, just like me, ayaw mo nag-create ng content? Because it takes so much brain cells to create captions. Sobrang tagal, lalo na from scratch. Tapos yung i-edit mo pa yung video mo. How many of you, just like me before, I dread creating content because it takes so much time. Sino nakaka-relate doon? Can you type me if you could relate to that? Alam niyo ba, there was a time in my business na hindi talaga ako nag-post. Kasi niresist ko siya. How many of you could relate to that? Can you type me na nire-resist mo yung pagpo-post because it takes so much effort, so much time, so much brain cells. But with AI now, guys, honestly, tamad ka na lang talaga. Tamad ka na lang kung hindi ka magpo-post because it could give you content ideas. And what's even better, it could help you create a caption. Ito, sabi ko lang sa kanya, oh, create a caption for this content idea, and then using the framework that I teach inside TSFDA in creating captions, ayan. So now it's so much easier for people to create content. Okay? And even the photo. Even the photo, kaya niya nang i-generate. Ayan, si ChatGPT, kaya niya na. Yung mga prompts ko pala guys, if you're gonna be joining us inside TSFDE, you'll also get access to my prompts. And step 3 guys, learn how to engage with prospects and do outreach. So a lot of my students are asking me, Coach Sheena, beginner pa lang ako, paano kung walang nag-i-inquire? My answer to that, don't wait. Huwag kang maghihintay. When you're still a beginner, ganun talaga. Wala pang mag-i-inquire dyan kasi hindi ka pa nila kilala. So what do? You start the conversation. Mag-engage ka with prospects. You do, guys, take note of this. Write all of this down, implement it. Kahit dito sa free webinar, you're gonna be getting results from this. Implement mo lang talaga, may makukuha kang results dito. Start the conversation. Okay? So, mag-engage ka sa kanila, pitch your offer, start the conversation. Because when you're starting out, people don't know you yet. So what do? Make them know you. Okay? And let's talk about Alex. Si Alex didn't have a massive following. How many of you, just like Alex, wala ding massive following? Can you type me? Okay. Si Alex, wala siyang massive following. He wasn't running ads or he wasn't launching funnels. What he did, he just followed one simple strategy that we teach inside TSFDA. It is the 3-2-1-1 engagement. So nag-engage siya with clients. And here's what Alex said. Coach, I got my first inbound client. I think she found me through another profile na in-engage ko. And I checked it was from a profile I interacted with when I was doing the 3-2-1-1 strat. And sabi ni Alex, he was able to close his very first inbound client at 186,000 pesos or 333,000 pesos for a brand and web design project. How many of you, just like Alex, gusto mo ding makaklose ang ganitong deal? Can you type me in the chat if gusto mo ding makaklose ang ganyang deal? So the lesson here, guys, is hindi mo kailangan ng maraming followers. You just need to have an effective strategy. And inside phase 3, attract dream clients, we teach you exactly how to do that, how to do the engagement, how to do the outreach. We teach you exactly how to do that. Okay? And another, si Mark. So si Mark, in-implement niya yung mga strategies that I taught you a while ago. The step 1, which is to optimize the bio. Step 2, which is to create content. Step 3, which is to do outreach. Okay? Nag-engage din siya. So si Mark, he is already a senior web developer. How many of you guys here are already senior web developers? Can you type 1? If you are a senior, if you're a web developer already. O may mga web developers na tayo. Si Mark, he's a senior web developer, but like many creatives, he felt stuck in survival mode. He was doing everything solo, wala siyang clear offer, and he was attracting the wrong clients. Ito yung sabi niya, alam ko naman, I knew how to deliver high quality work, but I struggled to position my services in a way that attracted premium clients consistently. Sino dito nakaka-relate kay Mark? Alam mo naman kung paano i-deliver yung project, pero nahihirapan ka na maka-attract ng premium clients. Can you relate? Can you type relate if you could relate? Kay Mark, nakaka-relate tayo. He was doing everything solo. He's often in survival mode, and he lacked a clear framework to grow intentionally without burning out. But when he joined TSFDA, everything changed. Si Mark, natutunan niya how to position himself as a business owner, not just a freelancer. He followed the client attraction system that you just learned a while ago. He fixed his messaging, and he started showing up with clarity. So ito yung sabi niya, TSFDA brought structure to how I operate, not just as a designer, but as a business owner. The systems, messaging, strategy, and client acquisition models allowed me to create with more clarity and focus. And here's the result, guys. Naka-close siya ng 2 major Webflow redesign projects. And he earned over $3,000 or 170,000 pesos in under 2 months. Because naging clear yung positioning niya, naging aligned yung referrals niya, naging effective yung messaging. This is what he said. It brought over $3,000 in under 2 months. Most importantly, they came from aligned referrals and clear messaging. How many of you, just like Mark, gusto mo rin makaklose ng ganitong mga deals? 170,000 in under 2 months. Can you type me if you want that? All right. So I want you to reflect, guys. Before I move on with phase 4, I want you to reflect. I want you to ask yourself, how can I start marketing my business? What opportunities am I missing every time I avoid showing up online? Do I lose clients? Do I lose sales? Kung hindi ko matutunan kung paano i-attract yung mga clients effectively, how much time am I wasting? Can you reflect on this? I'm going to be giving you 3 minutes to reflect on this. And guys, your 3 minutes would start. Okay, I'm gonna be back after 3 minutes. All right. I hope nakapag-reflect ang lahat. We are back. So I'm gonna be reading some of the comments, mga chat dito. Ang answer ni Maricel. How can I start marketing my business through consistent posting daw? Nodoy opportunities that she's missing every time she avoids showing up clients. Kung hindi daw siya mag-show up and learn how to market her services and attract clients effectively, how much money is she losing? 100K daw. Si Nina naman, how she's going to start marketing her business, modify all her social media platforms. What opportunities is she missing every time nag-a-avoid siya mag-show up, passive income, if hindi niya matutunan how to market her services, her clients, or attract clients effectively. she's losing a lot of money daw. How many of you agrees na kung hindi mo matutunan how to market your services effectively, you are losing a lot of money and a lot of clients and a lot of opportunities? Do you agree with that? Can you type agree if you agree with that? Right? Because marketing, it's the lifeline of our business. Honestly, when it comes to running a business, marketing should take up most of your time as the business owner. Pero syempre kung nagsa-start ka pa lang, it's not always that way. But marketing, it's something that you should not neglect. It is really something that you need to learn how to be good at. Okay? So, now, I want to ask you guys, how many of you here gustong matuto paano gumawa ng website, pero feeling mo hindi mo kaya kasi hindi ka marunong mag-code? Can you type me in the chat if you could relate to this? Just like me when I was starting out. Alam mo, nag-start ako mag-offer branding lang. I didn't offer web design at first because I thought I need to be a developer. I need to learn how to code to develop websites. Sino nakaka-relate doon? Ang daming nakaka-relate. Ayaw maging web designer kasi feeling mo hindi ka marunong mag-code. So let me tell you now, guys. Honestly, you don't need to learn how to code to be able to build websites. Yes, it is an advantage. I don't undermine that. But now there are so many drag and drop builders like Showit, Elementor, ang dami pang iba, Framer, Webflow, na sobrang beginner friendly. So if you are thinking that you need to be knowledgeable about coding to become a web designer, no, you don't need it. Okay, you don't need that. I charge 50K to 100K per website. Even if I don't know how to code, I'm just using drag and drop builders. And I am teaching my students how to do the same. In fact, nakita ko si Shane, nandito si Shane. Shane is one of, siya yung minention ko kanina. She's one of our successful students. And she's also using Showit, drag and drop builder. Okay? So that's exactly what we solve here in phase 4, launch strategic websites. Hindi mo kailangan matuto mag-code. How many of you are excited to learn how to launch strategic websites even without coding? Can you type excited if you guys are excited? Excited, all right. So here's the step 1, guys. The first step to creating a website is to first create a website wireframe and the website mockup. So, very simple lang yan, guys. I'll explain it this way. Think of this as the blueprint, tong wireframe. Para lang tong floor plan ng bahay. The purpose of the wireframe is to know kung saan mapupunta yung bawat element. That's why we create wireframes first before we develop the website. And the good news is, even website wireframes, you can now generate through AI. So for us, I use TSFDA website Blueprint GPT to generate website wireframes. So ito, kaya niyang mag-generate ng website wireframes. Kaya niya din mag-code. Ako hindi ako marunong mag-code. Pero ito, kaya niyang mag-code. So, I just use AI. I tell it, can you help me create the homepage wireframe of a business I am working on? And then it asks a couple of questions. Of course, in-answer ko siya. And then it gave me a wireframe structure. And then I ask it, can you visualize this as a mockup? So what AI did is it actually generated a code. Si AI nag-code. Ako hindi nga ako marunong mag-code, pero siya kaya niya mag-code. And then, pinrest ko yung play, and ito na, may wireframe ka na. So, yung guesswork, it already takes it out of you. Hindi ka na mahuhula. Ano ba yung effective na wireframe for this business? It will help you. So, ayan, nag-generate na siya ng wireframe, and then pwede mo na lang to i-transfer sa Figma. Right? Isn't it amazing, guys? Can you type amazing if it is amazing? Even yung website mockup, kaya niya nang i-generate. Ito, I just ask it, can you create a website mockup with images and branding already? In 2 minutes, guys, nakapag-create siya ng website mockup. And what I do with this is I use it as a guide as I'm creating the mockup on Figma. So the first step, which is the conceptualization, which takes me 3 days. 3 days to think. Minsan yan pa yung resistance ko, minsan yan pa yung matagal na isipin, yung concept. It takes the guesswork. Now it's so much faster, so much easier, so much more efficient to create website wireframes and mockups because of AI. It's so mind-blowing, honestly. Do you agree? Can you type agree if you agree that AI is mind-blowing? And sabi ko nga, if you've been following me, I'm not kidding when I say that this is changing the lives of designers. It makes our lives easier. Now, the step 2 after building the sorry guys, can you please mute yourselves to prevent disruptions? Okay, thank you. So step 2 is to build a website without coding. So you don't need HTML or CSS. We use Showit and WordPress with Elementor. Ito, mga beginner-friendly to and drag and drop builders. So what I'm gonna do now is ipapakita ko sa inyo how I use Showit to generate websites. Do you want that? Gusto nyo ba yun, guys? Can you type yes in the chat kung gusto nyo ipakita ko sa inyo how I use Showit to generate to create no-code websites. This is my favorite builder. Sobrang dali gamitin. Type yes. Wait lang. Nagla-login. Okay. Gusto nyo ba, guys? Yes? All right. So, I'm gonna be showing you. Yung old website ng TSFDA, dito siya sa Showit. Minigrate ko na lang sa Go High Level. But, I'm gonna be showing you how easy it is to design in Showit. Para, hindi nyo na maisip na, ang hirap naman mag-design ng website. Hindi siya, it's not as difficult as you think it is because there are drag and drop builders that you can use. Okay? So, mag-a-add lang ako ng blank page dito. So, if you're gonna be joining TSFDA, you know we have templates. We have the site canvas launch. Itong mga pre-made site canvas launch, site canvases, mga pre-made templates na would help you create websites faster. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be creating a website right now. Watch me, guys. So, pupunta ako dito sa Site Canvas Launch. And, saan na yan? Okay. I'm gonna pick a header. If you're gonna join us inside TSFDA, you're gonna have an access to this. These are pre-made templates. So, i-add ko lang siya dyan. And boom, meron na akong header. Now, hanap tayo ng hero. Now, Showit, guys. It's perfect for mga service-based. So, kung you're looking to create your website and you want to really showcase your design skills and yung mga clients prefer nila ng Showit, ito, really, really easy. It's just like Canva. So, ayan, padadrag ko kahit saan na part ng canvas, yung photo. Then, I just have to, like, click this to edit it. So, ayan, helping freelancers. Ay, are you guys seeing my screen? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And helping freelancers achieve time and financial freedom. Yan, ilalagay ko lang siya dyan. So, it's just like Canva. And then, I'm gonna be adding another section. So, for example, gusto ko mag-add ng services ko. Ayan. Add ko lang yan. So, as you can see, all of my previous templates that I've used for my projects, I compiled it into the Site Canvas Lounge so that when you are creating websites on Showit, you just access the Site Canvas Lounge and boom, you can create a website already. Okay? So, may mga services section dito. Meron ding about section. So, syempre, add tayo ng about section. Add natin to. Ito. Ayan. There. And then, I'm gonna be adding another. And you would see it's so easy to edit. Add ako ng testimonials. So, ito. Ito yung mga exact canvases in my website, guys. So, if you're gonna be joining us, you'll have an access to this. And even footer. Okay, footer. Add. Tada! You have a one-page website already because of the site Canvas launch. And all you have to do is to, like, for example, you want to edit the image. So, click mo lang yan. Ayan. Pwede mo nang i-edit yung image. Click mo lang, click swap image. You can edit the image. Click mo lang yan. You can already swap the image. And then, just edit the text. Ayan. Hi. Guys, please mute yourselves to avoid disruptions, okay? And then, ayan, add mo yung mga testimonials dito. Isn't it easy? Use drag and drop builders. Can we mute ourselves, guys, please? Okay, good. All right, so that is how you can use Showit to create websites for your clients. And inside TSFDA, we teach you how to create websites using Showit as well as WordPress with Elementor. And I'm gonna be back sa ating lessons, sa ating webinar. Let me just share. Okay. Are you guys seeing my screen? Can you type one if you are still seeing my screen? Okay. So, di ba? Napakadali. Can you type easy if it is easy to build a website using Showit? Easy, right? Ganun siya kadali. So, no, if you want to be a web designer, hindi mo kailangan magkaroon ng coding knowledge. I don't have a coding knowledge. Personally, ako, yung mga ginagamit ko na builders ngayon I am learning GHL. Actually, the updated website of TSFDA is in GHL. No code din yun. As far as I know, even Systemy, no code din yun. So there are so many website builders out there. Showit, WordPress, Framer, Webflow, mga no code sila. And I want to introduce you to one of my students. This is Randy. Randy was a general VA. How many of you are VAs here? Can you type VA in the chat? If you are a VA. Oh, dami nating mga VA. Si Randy, isa siyang general VA before. Wala siyang clear system sa pag-handle ng projects. Wala rin siyang repeatable process for getting clients and no clear step-by-step workflow when it came to client work. So, those are his struggles. Inconsistent daw yung client flow niya, wala siyang repeatable system for outreach. Yung mga projects niya, pa-chamba-chamba lang. How many of you could relate to that? Can you type in the chat? Kasi ako, when I was starting out, ganun din ako. I feel like pa-chamba-chamba yung yung projects ko kasi wala akong system na fina-follow talaga. Pero nung naging consistent ako, nag-build ako ng system for lead generation, that's when I was able to achieve consistent 6 figures. So that's also the struggle of Randy. So after going through the website in a week mini course that is also included in TSFDA, everything changed. Ito sabi niya, finollow daw niya yung mga outreach scripts ko. He used our discovery call flow and he applied the website in the week system. So, ayan. So sabi niya, our outreach scripts gave him daily routine for finding leads. So hindi na siya umaasa sa swerte. Sino dito ayaw na din umaasa sa swerte sa pag-land ng clients? Type me if ayaw mo nang umasa sa swerte. I have a pipeline that keeps inquiries rolling in every week. Sinong may gusto niyan? Na madami kang inquiries all because of the strategies that you are learning. Okay? So, finalo lang daw ni Randy yung step-by-step website in a week workflow combined with our checklists and swipe files and na-turn na daw yung messy projects niya into clockwork. And now he can confidently sell 80 to 120K WordPress website packages to coaches and service providers around the world. So ito yung sabi ni Randy. Since enrolling in TSFDA, nakaklose na daw siya ng 3 Lux website in a week packages at lahat paid in full before the dream, guys. Paid in full before kick-off pa. So, napaprice niya daw yung mga yun at $1,000 to $2,000. How many of you wants this? Can you type, I want that? If you want that. So, si Randy, sabi niya dito, ayan, thanks daw to our outreach scripts and value-based pricing, yung discovery calls niya daw, it already flowed smoothly. And he showed a 1-week timeline. Sinong gustong matuto how to offer websites in 1 week? We teach that also inside TSFDA. That's the exact mini course that Randy has learned, and he offered that for around 1,000 to 2,000. That's around 50 to 120K for WordPress websites. Okay? And I want you to reflect, guys. I want you to ask yourself, what kind of websites do I dream of designing? And what will it cost me mentally and financially if I never learn to build strategic conversion focused websites? I'm going to be giving you 3 minutes. 3 minutes, guys, to think about this. Number one, ano yung mga kind of websites that you dream of designing? What will it cost me if I never learn to build strategic conversion focused websites? I'm going to be giving you 3 minutes, and your 3 minutes starts now. Okay, guys, I'm back. And I hope you guys were able to reflect. I'm gonna be reading your answers here. So Theresa, sabi niya, she wants to create websites for cafes and skincare, aesthetic spa. Yan, aesthetic spa, pwede yan sa Show It. What will it cost her kung hindi niya matututunan how to build strategic conversion-focused websites? She'll be stuck working 16 hours. Naku, we don't want that. And ito, si Christian, website daw ng business ideas niya. That's his dream website. And second, he's losing the opportunity to achieve his desires. Si Pija, websites that help people find answers, say medical services, mental health coaches. Ito, pwede yan sa Show It, something that would help people attain the quality of life. Yes, of course, because as service providers, guys, alam nyo, ako, whenever I offer services, whenever I offer products, so the number one goal that I have is to be able to help. Kaya nandito ako sa webinar na to, I'm providing this webinar to you for free because I want to help. And even with my clients, my number one goal, whenever I create offers, websites for them, be able to help. Because when you are just trying to help people, you will never go wrong with it. Your bank account, it will never run dry. Take that from me. When you're just always trying to help people, you will never go wrong with it. Always come from a place of help. And what will it cost her? Her future. We don't want that. Okay. Let's proceed, guys. So, how many of you here gustong matutunan kung paano i-deliver yung web design project mo ng sobrang ganda at smooth na mapapawaw talaga si client, yung tipong babalik sila sa'yo or marerefer ka pa sa iba? Can you type me if you want that? Gusto mo ba yun? How to deliver your brand and web design projects. Sobrang ganda, mapapawaw talaga si client. Can you type me if you want that? Gusto natin yun, di ba? We want referrals. We want clients to come back. And let me tell you, these are the things that I was able to do with my brand and web design business. All because of this. When I was starting out, wala akong proper system for delivering projects. Sa totoo lang, hindi ko talaga alam kung paano ko isa-serve yung clients ko. How many of you just like me, nung nagsisimula ako, hindi ko alam paano ko isa-serve yung clients ko? Could you relate to this? Can you type relate if you relate? Hindi mo alam paano isa-serve yung clients mo. Wala kang proper system. Paulit-ulit na pagod whenever you're delivering projects kasi wala kang proper system. However, when I created my signature on onboarding and delivery process, my clients started giving better testimonials, more referrals, and I worked less, but I earned more. Dahil lang sinestematize ko yung process ko. That's what I achieved. Sinong gusto dito ma-achieve yun? Work less but earn more. Type 1 if you want that. Great. So that's exactly what we're going to be solving in phase 5, which is elevate your client experience. So what you're going to learn here is masystematize mo yung process mo, makakapag-deliver ka ng excellent experience para sa client mo so that they would come back for your services and even refer you. Gusto nyo ba yon? Do you want that? Yes? Okay. So step 1, to deliver an excellent client experience is learn how to conduct a proper and excellent discovery call. So discovery call, guys, for those of you who do not know it, I want you to think of this as a doctor's consultation. So di ba sa doctor's consultation, if there are doctors here, di ba hindi ka agad magbibigay ng gamot? Makikinig ka muna, you ask the right questions, and you recommend the right solution based on their needs. That's what happens during discovery calls. So when you have a potential client, hindi ka agad magbibigay ng solution. What you do is you listen, you ask about their struggles, about their challenges, so that you'll be able to create the right solution that fits their needs. You have to learn how to conduct a great discovery call. Now, ito si Nicole. Nicole was a social media manager who struggled to confidently raise her rates and explain her value. Alam niya meron siyang skills, pero kulang yung system and foundation to back it up. Before joining TSFDA, pinaka-challenge niya talaga is not having a clear strategic process for building and positioning yung website business niya. So, nag-struggle siya to confidently charge higher rates. Sinong nakaka-relate kay Nicole na struggle mag-charge ng higher rates. Could you relate? Alam niya may skill siya at ikaw alam mo may skill ka, pero wala kang proper strategy, wala kang proper structure in place, so you still feel lost. Nakaka-relate ba kayo kay Nicole? And before si Nicole, she felt lost during discovery calls. Sabi niya dito, one of the things that she struggled with, she often felt unsure during discovery calls. But after learning how to position her offers clearly and lead the discovery call with strategy, nakapag-book na daw siya ng projects with more confidence. And isa sa mga biggest results, nag-increase yung closing rate niya. All because she learned my discovery call flow. Let me tell you guys, yung discovery call conversion rate ko because of the process that I do, it's around 80 to 90%. This is one of the most valuable things that you can learn if you are my student. Tataas talaga yung discovery call rate mo. If you're gonna learn how we conduct discovery calls. Now, si Nicole, she was able to sign a long-term website maintenance client that's been going strong for over a year now. I think nasa around $850 to. Nung last na in-update niya ako. That was last year, nung na-land niya, in-update niya ako. And it's now going strong for over a year. And then she also booked a custom website development project valued at 3,500 or 200,000 pesos. How many of you, just like Nicole, gusto mo ng long-term website maintenance client at gusto mo rin makaklose ng mga ganitong deals? Type me if that is you. Alright. She was able to sign this client, and ito pa, sabi niya guys, these opportunities didn't just come from luck. Hindi lang daw swerte-swerte lang, hindi lang hula-hula. Now, she just watched the lessons, she implemented them right away, and it helped grow her web design business. So step 2 naman, after being able to learn how to conduct discovery calls, you need to create a strategic client onboarding. So, kailangan kapag mag-onboard ka ng client, kapag i-welcome mo sila sa business mo, it needs to be smooth, it needs to be premium, it needs to be seamless. So, imagine entering a spa where the staff welcomes you, hands you slippers, offers you tea, and walks you through the entire process. You feel so well taken care of, hindi ka lost, you feel safe and valued. That's the kind of experience that you need to make your clients feel whenever they are onboarded to your business. Dapat they feel like it's seamless, they feel like it's premium. And this is one of the things that we teach inside TSFDA, client onboarding. And step 3, you need to follow a clear project flow. So, kailangan alam mo kung paano mo i-execute yung brand and web design project. It's just like building a house. Because building a house without a plan, chaotic siya. Pero kung may clear plan ka kung paano mo i-build from the foundation, walls, roof, paint, mabilis, smooth, and high quality. And when you present your project flow sa client and clear ka, they will feel well taken care of. They will feel like you know what you do, and they will feel na I hired the right service provider. Kasi clear yung project workflow mo. When you don't have this, you are all over the place. So you need to follow a clear project flow. How many of you wants to learn how to follow a clear project flow? Type me if you want to learn that. Okay. So this is Kisha. I want to introduce you to Kisha. Before joining TSFDA, si Kisha, isa din siyang social media manager. Ang daming social media managers sa TSFDA. Maganda kasi talaga din siyang additional service for the client. So you can manage their social media, create their website, create their branding, manage their website pa. Imagine gano'ng ka-premium yung magiging package mo with the client. So, who are social media managers here? Can you type SMM if you are an SMM? May mga SMM tayo dito. Okay. So ito, si Keisha, you might resonate with her. Si Keisha gusto niyang mag-transition to web design. Pero yung problema niya, wala siyang maayos na workflow. Hindi niya alam paano i-deliver at madalas siyang na-overwhelm. So this is exactly what she said, guys. Wala daw siyang maayos na workflow, lahat manual, kalat-kalat, minsan magulo. Naguguluhan siya kung ano yung uunahin. Kaya super thankful daw siya na nakita niya si Coach Sheena and ang TSFDA. Before, she lacked clarity, a solid system, and the confidence to charge higher. Pero after applying the lessons inside Phase 5 of the skilled framework which you learned, elevate your client experience, natutunan niya how to deliver projects in a smooth, strategic way. And this is exactly what she said. Sobrang laki daw ng tulong ng TSFDA sa kanya. Naging clear yung direction niya as a web designer. Yung dati daw niyang magulo at sabog na process, naging organized kasi may step-by-step system na siya na sinusundan. So, ito sabi niya, tinuruan kami ni Coach na kung paano mag-setup ng smooth client onboarding, proposal creation, at kahit sa project delivery, lahat systematized na. And bukod doon, sobrang laki rin ng impact ng mindset training. And after she learned how to deliver an effective client experience and workflows, now, this is what she said, guys. Yung project rate niya daw, it grew from 25K to 80K per client. Yun na yung project rate niya ngayon. And she closed 5 new clients in just a few months after joining TSFDA. Exactly what she said. After joining TSFDA, nakabook siya ng 5 new clients in just a few months. And sabi niya pa dito, isang buwan daw, kaya niya nang mag-earn ng 80K to 120K, six-figure designer. Great, great. I love that. And how many of you, just like Keisha, gusto nyo din maging six-figure designer? Can you type me in the chat if you want that? And sabi niya dito, literal na binuo ko yung system with Coach Sheena's guidance. Grabe, worth it talaga. And I want you to reflect, guys. How do I want my clients to feel during and after working with me? Ano yung gusto mong ipa-feel sa kanila? Gusto mo ba ma-feel nila na they're well taken care of? And what will it cost me if I never learn how to deliver my projects seamlessly? Please type in the chat box your answers. I'm going to be giving you 3 minutes to think about this. Ano yung gusto nyong ma-feel ng clients during and after working with you, and what will it cost you if you never learn how to deliver projects seamlessly? I'm going to be giving you 3 minutes, and your 3 minutes starts now. Okay, guys. I hope nakapag-reflect tayo and I'm gonna be reading your answers here. So, sabi ni Christian, he wants his client to feel that all of what they want are what they are going to get. Yes. Alam nyo, kailangan ipa-feel nyo yan sa client nyo. And how you're going to do that is maging clear kayo sa magiging process. Kaya dapat alam nyo paano yung magiging workflow so that they do not feel like they are just parang fumbling in the dark, yung walang direction. Be clear with the process that they are gonna go through so that they are confident na makukuha nila kung ano yung pinramis mo na ibibigay mo sa kanila. And second, ano yung mako-cost if you don't learn how to deliver projects seamlessly, malulobol. That's true. From Maricel, uh, they don't have to think about their website anymore. Yun yung gusto daw niya na mapa-feel. And what will it cost her if hindi niya ma-learn how to deliver projects seamlessly? Time and struggle. So, si P. Jav naman, sabi niya, they made the right decision, they are working with the right person, and that others can trust me too. You can show that with your process, guys, and with how you communicate with them. Second, if hindi mo ma-learn how to deliver projects seamlessly, mabobokya. That's right. I do believe na that will happen. So, kaya kailangan matutunan nyo talaga how to elevate your client experience. Okay? Para maging premium six-figure designer. Now, how many of you here gusto nang seryosohin yung online business nila? Yung hindi na basta hobby lang ang freelancing, kundi isang thriving six-figure design business na. Can you type me if this is you, if you want this for yourself? You want to take freelancing seriously and you want to make it a thriving six-figure business. Can you type me if this is what you want? Okay. Alam niyo ba, when I was starting out, sabi ko nga sa inyo, feeling ko nun, yung projects ko, chamba-chamba lang. Wala akong system, wala akong structure. How many of you just like me, nung nagsisimula ako, I will just show up when I want to. Wala akong income goal, wala akong income target. Wala akong maayos na system. That's why I wasn't succeeding. How many of you just like me could relate to that? Can you type me if you could relate to that? Okay, may mga nakarelate. You know, when I was starting out, I was spending hours replying to messages, creating documents, repeating the same things in every client. Nakakapagod. Pero nung natutunan ko na iterate yung business ko like a business, na may income goals, may systems, may tools, doon talaga nagsimula yung consistent growth ko. Your business is not a business without all of this. Okay? So kailangan may income goal ka, may system ka that you will follow, and you have the proper tools. That's when you will see consistent growth. That's exactly what we solve in phase 6, which is dominate with systems and scale. So type excited if you guys are excited to learn about this. This is the last phase, guys. Phase 6. Dominate with systems and scale. Okay. So step 1, so that you could scale your business, first one, kailangan mag-set ka ng income target. Be clear. How much do you want to earn per month? Because I want you to remember this. Remember this, guys. A real business owner knows their numbers. Alam mo magkano yung income target mo. You need to know how many clients or projects do you need para ma-reach yung target income na yun. At alam mo rin kung paano mo ipaprice yung offers mo to be able to reach that income target. Because if you're not setting your income target, wala kang magiging goal. Talagang magiging inconsistent ka. So start by setting your income targets. Step 2, you have to systematize kung how you get clients. So, dapat hindi ka na lang nag-random posting or hoping na may mag-inquire. How many of you ganyan? You're just randomly posting and just hoping na may mag-i-inquire sa inyo. Can you relate? You need to create a weekly lead generation plan, combining outreach, content, and follow-ups for you to be able to get clients consistently. And I say this to everyone, You can't expect to have consistent income if you're not even consistent with lead generation. You have to be consistent with lead generation. If you want to have a stable income in freelancing, this should be your non-negotiable. You need to have a repeatable system para hindi ka mauubusan ng potential customers. I always say this, and I want you to remember this. If there is one thing that should be a non-negotiable for your freelancing business, that is lead generation. Let me tell you this. When I do lead generation consistently, consistent din yung clients. That's for sure. But if you're inconsistent with your lead generation, inconsistent din yung clients. Okay? I know that's a hard truth, hard pill to swallow. But again, I'm just saying this because I care about you. I'm just saying that this is very important. Systematize how you get clients. And step 3, let AI handle the small tasks. Di ba? Pinakita ko sa inyo kanina na kaya niya ng so many things. So even for admin tasks, kaya na ni AI. And we also have a GPT for that, Client Communications Assistant AI in TSFDA. It can handle small client tasks, like it can handle how to reply to clients, how to create content, how to write feedback, and more. Use AI, guys. AI will not replace you. But designers who do not use AI, they are gonna be the ones who's gonna struggle. Kasi you're still doing everything from scratch when you can use AI to make your workflows and processes so much easier. And we teach all of that in the Six Figure Designer Academy 2.0. This is Vic. Before joining TSFDA, she had just lost her job. She was doubting her skills and she had no idea how to attract six-figure clients. So here's what she said. Nag-struggle daw siya to achieve 6 digits from one client. Kung gusto daw niya mag-earn ng 6 digits, I should work more with more clients, which means more time to spend and almost no work-life balance. How many of you could relate to Vic, guys? Could you relate to her na para maka-hit ka ng 6 figures, it feels like you have to work with multiple clients just to be able to hit 6 figures? Can you type me if you could relate to Vic? Sabi niya dito, I also have a lot of doubts, especially what if I lose this client? May mga doubts din ba kayo na ganun na freelancer ka na, nag-overthink ka constantly, paano kung mawala tong client na to? Especially si Vic, she's been laid off twice because yung skills niya daw are too generic. Si Vic, I think before TSFDA, she's a virtual assistant. She took sabi niya, it took weeks, even months to get new clients through applying to job posts. How many of you could relate to Vic? Can you type me if you could relate to her? However, this is what she said. When she learned the six-figure designer system, the skilled framework that I just showed you, in just 3 months, naka-close siya ng 4 clients worth 500K in total. With contracts, invoices, and proof. Guys, alam nyo, whenever I read this, it makes me even more passionate to share this to people. What you're learning right now, it makes me even more passionate to share it to you because it's a proof that it changes lives. This is what Vic said. Sabi niya, Coach Sheena, I really wouldn't know what to do without you. Alam niyo, nung binabasa ko to, naiiyak. Umiyak talaga ako, literal. And every time I read it again, I get so moved. Ha? Okay, sabi niya, it's been a tough ride. Unemployed daw siya nung nag-enroll siya sa course. This was her last straw. She was too angry. Bakit daw lagi daw siyang nalilay off when she did her best? Turns out, it's just a redirection. Sabi niya sa akin, hindi niya daw ako, she did not send me a PM, but I'm going to say this here. In Q2, May to July, naka-close daw siya ng 4 clients and the projects are worth 500K. I can show proof, contracts, the invoices. I couldn't believe it until now. TBH, I'm still in a freeze mode. No one knows except my partner. So I am really grateful for TSFDA. And this is Vic. Ayan, nakasama ko siya in an event. Ito kasi, this is MMI, Millionaire Mind Intensive. I gave free tickets to my students and she's one of the students na Binigyan ko ng tickets. Alam nyo guys, galing pa siyang Iloilo nung time na yon. She flew to Manila to attend this event with us. And sinabi niya sa akin noon during that event, naka-close siya ng $1,500 deal nung during that event. So now si Vic, she confidently handles projects and even delegates work to her friends. This moment in her life is the healthiest she's ever been. Nakakapag-gym siya, nakakapag-travel, and may oras siyang mag-spend time with family. So this is exactly what she said. For Q2 this quarter, May to July, naka-close siya ng 4 projects worth more than 500K. She goes to the gym, she gets to spend time with the family, and she gets to travel. How many of you, just like Vic, gusto mo ng ganyang lifestyle na you want to be healthy, you want to go to the gym, you want to spend time with your family, all while earning 6 figures? Grabe, nag-goosebumps na naman ako pag nababasa ko to. It makes me really more passionate to share this with you because it changes lives. It changes lives. And sabi ni Vic, we asked her, how would you describe your experience with TSFDA in 2 to 3 sentences? TSFDA 1.0 daw is structured and effective already. And na-shock siya nung in-announce namin na there will be more, because if you guys do not know, I'm filming version 2.0 right now. It's AI powered with all of the bots that I showed you. So sabi niya, like, what could be better than this? So super excited daw siya because yes, AI is here to stay. Either we adapt or be left behind. TSFDA is a lifesaver. So here's her advice to anyone who's thinking of joining TSFDA. Enroll and take action. I swear by my life. Capital pa guys, caps lock para daw intense. And it's the most systematic, structured, and effective course. Coach Ina is the best because she doesn't gatekeep. Yung mga students ko na nandito, alam niyo yan, hindi ako nag-gatekeep. I know you guys can vouch for this. Kung nandito kayo, i-vouch nyo ako, guys. Hindi ako nag-gatekeep. Everything's there for you. You only need to study, take it all in, and apply. Please, please, please enroll and join our community because the support is continuous and you'll never regret enrolling. That's what she said. And I want you to reflect on this, guys. I want you to reflect, what will it cost me to keep figuring things out on my own? Ayan, nabasa ko lang, sabi ni Beth, I vouch. Thank you, Beth. Ayan, thank you for vouching for me. What will it cost me to keep figuring things out on my own? Number 2, if I don't take action now, will I be okay knowing na others are already moving forward, achieving 6 figures, habang ako stuck pa rin? Number 3, I want you to reflect, if I actually gave myself permission to go all in and invest in myself, what kind of person could I become this year? I want you to reflect on this. Okay? I'll give you 3 minutes and type in your answers in the chat box, guys. I'll be reading them later. I'll give you 3 minutes to answer this, and your 3 minutes starts now.
Ratu.
guys, I hope nakapag-reflect tayo. What will it cost you to keep figuring things out on your own? If you don't take action now, okay ka lang ba knowing na others are already moving forward and earning six figures habang ikaw, you're still stuck on the same spot? And if I actually gave myself permission to go all in, alam nyo, yun yung sinabi ko when I was starting out, I'm gonna go all in on this. I'm gonna be a six-figure designer. I became a six-figure designer. That's why we have the Six-Figure Designer Academy na. What kind of person will I be this year? I'm gonna be reading answers. Sabi ni Carla, it will cost me opportunities, time, money, potential clients. It will not be okay for me to stay in the same spot. I want to be the go-to designer for the food business owners. I definitely believe that you can be that go-to designer. Carla, just give yourself permission to go all in, go for what you want, go for that goal of becoming a six-figure designer. Because when you are relentless in trying to achieve your goal, the universe will conspire to help make that happen. Others, si Lovely naman, money burned, time wasted, mental health, that's what it will cost her. Hindi daw okay sa kanya that she'll stay stuck while others are already moving forward, and she will become the designer that she's been longing to become. And for Angela, it will cost her wasted time for her family. She's not okay. I think hindi lahat naman tayo hindi okay, right? We're all not okay to be stuck while we know that others are already achieving this much, right? Okay, so thank you for answering that, guys. And here's what we've discussed. We've discussed the scaled framework. We've discussed how to solidify your business foundations, how to craft your signature brand and portfolio, how to attract dream clients online, how to launch strategic websites, how to elevate your client experience, and how to dominate with systems and scale. How many of you guys would agree that you learned a lot tonight? You learned a lot tonight. Did you guys learn a lot tonight? Type me if you learned a lot tonight. Yes, a lot of you guys learned a lot tonight. I'm so glad that you guys learned a lot tonight. And lagi kong sinasabi, I'm gonna be doing my best in my free webinars because if anyone succeeds, any one of you succeeds because of my free webinars, I know my reward is not manggagaling sa'yo, manggagaling yon to my Lord. Okay? I'm glad na a lot of you guys have learned a lot tonight. And would it be okay with you guys if I I actually um I actually walk you through an offer that would help you generate six figures just like the other designers did? Would that be okay with you? Can you type okay if that is okay? Okay, sabi niyo yan. Okay, okay. So, I have a question. Would you want to figure it all out by yourself? Or would you want to have someone hold your hand, guide you step by step to build a six-figure design business? Which one do you want? One or two? Type in the chat, which one do you want? Would you want would you want to figure it all out by yourself? Or would you want someone who will guide you, hold your hand step by step to build a six-figure design business? Do you want number two? If you want number two, then I want to introduce you to the Six-Figure Designer Academy. This is the proven system, the scaled framework. That is a framework that we use here inside the Six-Figure Designer Academy. That is the framework that we follow to building a successful design business, attract high-paying clients, and scale your income to 100K per month kahit nagsa-start ka pa lang at wala kang portfolio. Pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, guys, yung story ko. I started, hindi ako IT graduate, wala akong coding knowledge, and yet I was able to become a six-figure designer. Kahit starting out ka, kahit wala kang portfolio, TSFDA will help you become a six-figure designer. Now, who is this for? This is for corporate employees. How many of you guys are corporate employees here? Type 1 if you're a corporate employee. You want to start a side hustle and earn extra income. How many of you guys here are freelancers naman? This is for you if you're a freelancer, you want to learn a hyping skill and charge higher rates. This is also for you if you're a brand web funnel designer who want to scale to six figures and have a system for getting consistent clients. And this is also for you if beginner ka, you want to learn branding and web design step by step, kahit zero experience ka or wala kang coding knowledge, this is also for you because AI is going to help us now become brand and web designers easily. Now, I'm going to say this. This enrollment period, this is going to be the last chance for lifetime access to the Six-Figure Designer Academy 1.0 and 2.0. So you're going to be getting an access to 100 plus pre-recorded video lessons and learn at your own pace. The value of this is 50,000. Sabi ni Vic kanina, 1.0, it's already effective and structured. We're already filming 2.0 and it's going to be the most powerful version of the Six-Figure Designer Academy. I'm going to be teaching AI-powered strategies, how you can use the AI bots to generate website layouts, to generate brand identities. Step-by-step process on how to create content for your business. This is last chance for lifetime access, guys. Kapag na-roll out na yung 2.0 sa September, no more lifetime access. 1 year access na lang. And how many of you gusto mong ma-experience how to be coached by me live? And also attend our master classes. We have master classes by our group experts. Nakita ko nandito yung group experts ko kanina, si Beth, also si Shane. Thank you for attending, guys. And you'll be able to attend yung mga Q&A sessions, coaching calls, master classes. Value of this is 20,000. You're also gonna be getting an access to a members group and community chat. Sino dito gusto ng community where you can interact with like-minded designers who will push you to reach your goals? You're going to be getting an access to that. So you don't feel like you're alone. You feel like you are going through this with people who are going through the same struggles as you. You have this as well. Our community chat. You can message us anytime there and you'll get answers. Not just from me, but from our group experts also and your fellow designers. And you're also going to be getting everything you need templates. All of my contracts, lahat ng proposals, lahat ng discovery calls, scripts, brand presentations, website mockups, website templates, yung pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, wireframes, client portal, lahat ng templates ko that I've developed over the past 5 years of being a designer. You're going to be getting an access to that. And the value of this is priceless, guys, because the time I spent developing all of this, I can't even count. You're going to be getting an access to all of that. And you're also going to be getting an access to our AI-powered resource library. This is our powerful library of 10 plug-and-play custom GPTs. Yung mga pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, magkakaroon kayo ng access doon. And those GPTs are trained with our lessons. So it's like talking to me using those GPTs because I feel those GPTs with my knowledge. So whenever you use those GPTs, it's like talking to me because I uploaded all of my knowledge for all the lessons there. Like for example, with a niche, naka-upload yun doon sa GPT. For the brand identity, naka-upload yung knowledge base natin doon sa TSFDA as well as yung mga templates. So alam niya how to structure yung mga brand presentations mo. With AI, you can easily become a brand and web designer now. Nakita nyo kanina kung gaano kadali. And the value of this is 20,000 pesos. And you'll also get these awesome bonuses like my Notion business dashboard, design social media pack, business planning template, business finance tracker. And the value of this is 10,000 pesos. And yung show it training and yung website in a week accelerator that Randy followed a while ago and he was able to close $1,000 to $2,000 deals, you're also going to be getting an access to this. And the value of this is 26,400 pesos. Now, here's everything that you're going to get, guys. You're going to be getting lifetime access again. And don't worry, sa mga TSFDA students who are currently enrolled, lahat kayo lifetime access na. Basta lahat na mag-enroll before September, before mag-end tong enrollment, all of you guys are lifetime access, free access to our mini courses, website in a week accelerator, and show it training, monthly live coaching sessions, exclusive members group and community chat, our template vault, AI-powered resource library, and our bonus templates. The value of this is 116,400 pesos. Now, I want to ask you guys, if all this did was to help you attract premium clients na willing kabayaran ng 6 figures for your design projects, would it be worth it? If all this did was to allow you to finally quit your 9 to 5 and build a sustainable 6-figure freelance business, would it be worth it? Nakita nyo, it was possible for my students. If it's possible for them, it's possible for you too. And if all this did was to give you the tools, the templates, proven systems to consistently generate leads and close high-paying clients, would it be worth it, guys? Now, the value of this is 116,000, pero syempre, I won't charge you that much because I care about you. I won't even charge you 100K. I won't even charge you 50K. I won't even charge you 24/7, which is going to be the price of TSFDA next enrollment. Sa September, guys, it's gonna be 24/7. Because tapos na yung TSFDA 2.0 nun, and makikita nyo naman, I always update the lesson. 2.0 is a living proof that TSFDA is always updated. We don't just give you outdated modules. We don't just give you 3-hour live Zoom calls that you're going to binge. Ako kasi hindi ganun yung learning cycle. I don't just give you that. I won't charge you 24/7. If you enroll before July 19, you're just gonna be getting in at 19/7. Okay? You're just gonna be getting it at 19/7. Now, gusto nyo pa ba ng discount? Gusto mo ba ng discount? Type discount kung gusto pa ng discount. Yes? Okay, sige. Because you guys asked for a discount, this is our early bird offer. So for the next 48 hours, you're going to be getting everything that I just showed you, the entire scaled framework from phase 1 to phase 6 for only 17,700. So don't forget to use the code EARLYBIRD, guys. You're going to be getting 6-figure designer academy, show it training, website in a week accelerator, but this is only for the next 48 hours. So team, drop the link in the chat box. For those who want to enroll, click the link in the chat box so that they could enroll. Faye, Kat, Mary, Jaya, please drop that link. And I want you to picture this scenario, guys. You invest 17.7 today. You study and implement all the lessons inside TSFDA. Nakasecure ka ng brand and web design deal worth 90,000 pesos. Kailangan mo lang ng isang deal to get 5 times. Yes, 5 times return on your investment, having invested only 17.7 and in TSFDA. And this can be your reality if you're serious, you're wanting to change your life financially. How do I know that it is going to be also your reality? Because it is the reality of my students. After enrolling in TSFDA, this is Anne. Si Anne, she's a social media manager. She closed her first ever brand and her first ever web design package at 1,600 or 90,000. This is her post in our Facebook community because she followed our website audit strategy. And ito pa yung sabi niya, OMG, ang haba. We have our first official client for web design. Di ba, na-imagine nyo ba? Kagano siya ka-excited? Nakakaiyak! Nakakaiyak daw because she just joined. I remember she posted this like less than 30 days since she joined. And na-close niya yung first ever client niya at 1.6K US dollars. Beta rate daw yun at 90,000. And here's Alea. Si Alea, she's a social media manager. Also, na-close niya yung first ever brand and web design package niya at $2,000 or 100,000 pesos. And si Lara naman, she was a beginner. So, na-close niya din yung first ever website in a week package niya at 1.2 or 67,000. Beta pa yan, guys, ha? Beta pa yan. Yung first project ko, that was like 18,000 pesos. Sila, 67 kagad. Ang galing-galing. And these are my results following the exact framework that I just showed you a while ago. I was able to close 2 deals. These are brand and web design deals in just one day. $3,150 and 3,995, a total of 7,145 or $366,000. And ito pa yung mga wins ng mga students namin. Kung gusto nyo pa ng mga wins, ito si Leia, nakaklose siya ng 4K deal or 233K, si Micaela, $10K or 585K in 3 months. Si Ira, 400K in 1 quarter. Si Ira ulit, nakaklose siya ng 3.8K or 200K worth of projects. This is Sheila, 3.8K, 200K deal. Ayan, mga more projects that our students closed. These are their income reports. You can check our website to check all of the income reports of our students. Hindi lahat nandun, but these are the deals that our students closed. They were able to achieve 100K and beyond. So si Jeff, nakaklose siya ng 1.5 first client niya din at 88,000. Ito naman, si Kim to, she was able to 7x her income and send her daughter to therapy. And alam nyo guys, this is what I do this for. Because tayo, we don't just do this job for ourselves, just to be able to earn more for ourselves. But we do this for our family. And because of the income na na-achieve ng mga students ko, they're able to help help their families. Like, ito si Kim, she was able to send her daughter to therapy in a progressive school in Alabang because of TSFDA. She said here, you have changed our lives in so many ways, coach. And this is really why I'm here. TSFDA creates a ripple effect to the lives of our loved ones. And si Miguel, he was able to close a beta project for 50,000 pesos. And we also offer installment. So team, drop the link to the installment in the chat box. So 7,550 for 3 months. But if you avail the installment, guys, the first module will be the first one who will be released. And then second month, pag na-pay na yung second module will be released. Then the rest of the modules will be unlocked once fully paid. So we offer installments. So please drop that link in the chat box, team, for the installment. And I have a gift for action takers. We already have action takers for today. And do you guys want to know what's my gift for action takers for everyone who will enroll during this webinar? Do you want to know? Okay. Do you guys want to know? Yes. All right. So you're going to be getting the Show It Site Canvas Lounge, the exact templates na pinakita ko sa inyo kanina para makapag-create kayo ng websites for free. You're going to be getting that if you enroll in the next 48 hours. And you're also going to be getting this, guys. You're going to be getting this. If you enroll in the next 48 hours, and if you're part of the first 20 enrollees, you're going to be getting this premium designer kit. Are you guys seeing this? We send this straight to the doorstep of our students, yung mga action takers. It contains all of this so that you'll feel that you're officially a part of the Six Figure Designer Academy. So you're going to be getting this premium box. Ito sinasend to ng mga students sa community kasi namomotivate daw sila. So you're going to be getting the updated mug. You're also going to be getting the notebook. And you're going to be getting our pen. And of course, a note card from me. So if you're going to be part of the first 20 enrollees, guys, may mga nag-enroll na kanina. So I'm not sure ilang slots na lang ang left. Team, can you kindly send me the enrollees that we already have now so that I could welcome them officially here in the webinar? So you're going to be getting this straight to your doorstep. I'm going to be shipping it straight to your doorstep in the next few weeks, few days. Actually, nakaprepare na siya. So we're going to be sending this straight to your doorstep, perfect for note-taking during the program or simply staying inspired while building your dream design business. But this is only for the first 20 enrollees. So again, team, please drop the link in the chat box for everyone who's interested in joining the Six Figure Designer Academy. So guys, ito, makukuha nyo to straight to your doorstep. I'm gonna be giving it to you. Okay, so ito yung content niya. This is the notebook. Kung nakapakita yung notebook. This is the notebook. This is, yeah, yun. You're gonna be getting this. I'll ship it straight to your doorstep. So, I hope makaabot kayo sa first 20. Kasi limited na lang ang slot. So again, team, drop the link in the chat for those who are interested in enrolling. And I'm just gonna be looking real quick kung sino na yung mga nag-enroll so that I could congratulate you for joining the Six Figure Designer Academy. Welcome, GNL Pangindian for welcome to TSFDA. Welcome Phoebe Gale Bacolod. Welcome guys. Welcome Chini Gel. Chini, if you are here, welcome. I'm so happy that you enrolled in TSFDA. We're so excited to welcome you. Also want to welcome Theresa May Serrano. Welcome to TSFDA. Si Larry Daez, welcome to TSFDA.